The sophomore batting .355. Mahiva Aloy, one of the best players in all of the country, the shortstop for the Hogs, will bat second, a junior, with a .348 average. Logan Maxwell will be in right field. He'll bat third in the order. Ryder Helfrich, the catcher, batting cleanup, the sophomore, with 14 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Kahio Aloy, younger brother of Mahiva, will be the DH. He'll bat in the fifth spot tonight. Cam Kojal, the second baseman, will bat sixth. Brent Iredale will be at third base. He'll bat seventh in the order for Coach Van Horn. Reese Robinette will be at first base, batting eighth. And Justice Thomas Jr. will round out the order. He'll be in center field, the junior, batting .278. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU. They come in 48-15 under fourth-year head coach Jay Johnson. Josh Pearson, the veteran senior, will lead it off. He'll be in right field. The left-hander batting .297. Ethan Fry moving up. He'll bat second in the order as designated hitter. The junior hitting .340 with 13 home runs and 49 runs batted in. Jarrett Jones, the big bopper, will bat third in the order. He'll play first base. He leads the Tigers with 20 home runs and 70 RBI. Stephen Milam will bat cleanup. The shortstop's been red hot in regional play and super regional play. Sophomore average at .290. Luis Hernandez will be catching. He'll bat fifth. Derek Curiel, the normal leadoff hitter, moved down in the order. He'll bat sixth. The freshman batting .347. Daniel Dickinson will play second base and bat in the seven hole. Chris Stanfield, the talented center fielder, will bat eighth. And Michael Braswell III will round out the order for Coach Jay Johnson. He'll be at third base. And the right-handed hitter batting .201. That's a look at the starting lineups. Crowd still coming in. Teams are ready. Beautiful weather. We'll get your game day forecast coming up in just a moment. And it's almost time for first pitch. Arkansas and LSU here in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it's miserable outside, you will be comfortable inside with an energy-efficient Trane air conditioning and heating system found at TraneSouth.com. Trane's a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Trust Trane to lower your utility bills and save you money. It's hard to stop a Trane, but it's easy to afford one. At TraneSouth.com, find rebates, tax credits, special financing, and a reliable Trane dealer, subject to credit approval. Visit TraneSouth.com for details.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those four iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Live from the red carpet where the stars shine bright. It's the moment we've been waiting for. First up, Perfection Pays. Play perfect tens from the lottery. Win up to $5,000. Next up, Triple the Fun. Triple the cash. Play Triple Play. Win up to $12,000. The glitter. The glamour. Play Fab 5. Top prize, $155,555. Play all three games today. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
17 SEC championships.
His team, a strike and an out away from a natty.
26 NCAA regional titles.
2 outs, runner at first. The 0-2 pitch.
19 trips to Omaha in the College World Series.
Swing and a miss! And all is right in the world. Tigers win! Tigers win!
7 national titles.
The national championship is headed back to Baton Rouge.
The Powerhouse. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Saturday evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to downtown Omaha, Nebraska. Charles Schwab Field. You know it, the home for the College World Series. Welcome in, along with Hunt Palmer, Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez, and our producer, Adam Gattuso, back in the Capital One studio. Chris Blair, thrilled to have you join us tonight as the Tigers get their campaign for a possible 8th national championship in college baseball begins tonight against a very familiar foe in the Arkansas Razorbacks. Coach Jay Johnson, Coach Dave Van Horn meeting with our umpiring crew down at home plate, just moments away from first pitch on this Saturday night, as again the crowd still making their way in. Tiger fans trying to enjoy the last second of tailgating, gentlemen, before they make their way into the seats. Arkansas, though, they're here ready to go. A lot of red scattered throughout the seats here at the stadium, but it's going to be a raucous atmosphere, to say the very least. It typically is in Fayetteville, and we all know a little over a month ago it was a raucous crowd back at the box.
No question. I was here last night for Louisville and Oregon State, and it was a very local Omaha crowd. There was not a lot of color coordination, cheering a little bit for both teams. This is going to be a partisan crowd. It's going to be a lot of red in Arkansas, a lot of purple and gold for LSU. It's going to be a juiced-up atmosphere. These are the two teams that most analysts think are the best teams here. These are the two teams with the shortest odds out in Las Vegas to win this thing, and it's going to be an unbelievable environment for a great baseball game between two awesome teams.
Billy, this is the second time as LSU head coach Jay Johnson has brought his Tigers here to the College World Series, and as we mentioned throughout the season, a number of guys on this roster were also a part of that 2023 team. You've spent more time around the team than Hunt and I, and you've basically said everybody feels pretty calm, not a lot of pressing, not a lot of nervous energy. I'm sure that's going to change once they step into the batter's box, but I guess it helps when you've had some experience and know what to expect.
I think that's exactly right, Chris. We do have some veteran players who are part of that 2023 National Championship team, but what really stands out about this team is that a lot of the newcomers, like Daniel Dickinson and Anthony Ianson, who I talked to a little while ago, and some of the other players who are new to the program this year, they expected to be here. I mean, from the time that Daniel Dickinson and Anthony Ianson set foot on campus, this is where they expected to be. They expected to complete this collegiate season in Omaha at the College World Series. So I think the team has a lot of confidence, both the guys who've been here and the guys who have never been here, because this is where they envisioned LSU finishing its season all along. And we hope that this will be a very long stay here in Nebraska.
Coaches now finish their talk with the umpire, exchange the lineups. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball in Omaha, Nebraska, and the 2025 College World Series coming your way on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
Time now for your game day weather report, brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never. If you get a whole home generator from AccuTemp, keep the power in your hands. Well, the good news here in Omaha, middle of the week, once LSU arrived here, they talked about maybe some pop-up showers on Friday and Saturday. We've avoided that for the most part here in our game day weather report. Expecting it to be mostly cloudy as we head towards the evening hours. No chance of real precipitation. Don't have to worry about that for the most part tonight. Temperature right now at game time, 87 degrees. And how about this, guys? Feels like temperature at 86, which I'm sure none of us are accustomed to down there in South Louisiana. But again, a very mild mid-June evening on tap here tonight, as now the Razorbacks, who will be the home team in the matchup, take to the field for the applause of the Razorback fans. But should be a great night for baseball. Certainly no complaints from the fans. A little warm, but you don't have quite the humidity, Hunt, and a little breeze, as we all know. Once you get to Charles Schwab Field, wind typically wants to blow in from the Missouri River, and no change tonight. It's blowing right to left, but at times blowing in towards home plate.
It's going to be a tough night to hit. That's partly because of the weather conditions with the wind blowing straight in from center field. And that's partly because two of the best left-handers in the country are going to take the baseball, in Zach Root and Cade Anderson. So you figure a low-scoring game. You figure there may be some strategy, some bunting, some moving of runners, and we'll try to see if these teams can scratch against two of the best arms that they'll see all year.
A lot of discussion during the week about this game time of 6 p.m. and where the sun is positioned at this time of the evening. Very difficult, especially for the left fielder, to see the baseball at times. So that's something to watch for both clubs. I know Coach Johnson emphasized during the week that they work with Derek Curiel on how to pick up the ball in what might be a challenging atmosphere at times at this particular time of the day and where the sun is positioned. Also, it's quite hard to see the baseball, I'm told, from a hitter standpoint at this time of the day, because of the sun, and the hitters are hoping maybe for some cloud cover, and that might help their vision. So we'll see if that is a factor as well.
Of course, as we talk about, every time LSU makes their way here, a very expansive park. 335 down the lines, both left and right, 375 in the alleys, and 408 straight away. And of course, just from our vantage point here, high above the field, Hunt, you can tell how much real estate has to be covered in that outfield.
Yeah, it's a big outfield. It's a big ballpark. And some days it plays small. We saw that in the title series 2 years ago. Florida went nuts in the second game. LSU went nuts in the third game. But in the middle of that week, the wind blew in, and it was very difficult to score in an LSU-Tennessee game that was 5-0, and an LSU-Wake Forest game that ended 3-1. So it's just it depends on the weather, and tonight is going to be a tough night to hit, but you wouldn't rather be anywhere else, Chris. Time to play some baseball in the College World Series.
Let's do it. Josh Pearson going to lead it off. You hear the crowd as Josh makes his way to the batter's box. He'll face the left-hander Zach Root to get this game underway. Pearson batting .297, plenty of pop in the bat, 7 home runs on the year, 7 doubles, 32 runs batted in. Best hitting left-hander in the Tiger lineup against left-handed pitching on the year, and Zach Root ready to go. First delivery, a called strike with a fastball, and we are underway. It's 0-1 to Pearson.
94 on that fastball from Root, who had a little extra in the gear last week against Tennessee, got up to 99 miles an hour, but 94 is generally where he's sat.
Here's the 0-1 from Root. That one's going to miss low and away. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. As he tried the breaking ball, Pearson with plate discipline stayed away and evens the count.
Root is a transfer from East Carolina. He was highly coveted by a lot of teams, including LSU.
Here's the 1-1. Inside corner called strike. Off speed. That'll get Root ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just underway, top of the first inning. LSU, the visiting team. Tigers will have Pearson, Ethan Fry, and Jared Jones, the first to face off against Zach Root. The 1-2 pitch. That fastball at 96 missed away. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A little extra there from Root. He's got a very good breaking ball. It's a big bender, but his best pitch is his changeup. He usually throws that more to right-handed hitters.
Here's the 2-2 delivery, and Pearson will foul it left side. Rolls towards the dugout of the Razorbacks, who are occupying the third base dugout. The Tigers in the first base dugout. LSU with their game 1, so to speak, purple jerseys, white pants. For Arkansas, it's all white. Tops and bottoms, each team wearing their school color lids here on a Saturday night. Leadoff hitter, another 2-2 pitch from Root. This is a bouncer towards second base. Coming in glove side and handling it, and the throw to first in time for out number 1. Kojal, one of the top second basemen in the SEC this year. He, along with Behiva Aloy, much like LSU, very good up the middle, along with Thomas Jr. out in center field. 1 away, and now we'll see Ethan Fry.
Yeah, Kojal's an interesting story. He's from Omaha, dad on the grounds crew at Rosenblatt Stadium. Grew up idolizing the College World Series, wanting to play in it one day. Went to Arkansas and has now got his chance in his hometown.
So now we'll see Ethan Fry in the first pitch to the right-hander. Going to miss a little high and outside. That'll make it ball 1.
Root is undefeated in the NCAA tournament this year, 2-0 in his 2 appearances, 1 in the regional, 1 in the super regional.
Root winds, and the 1-0 pitch. That one at the knees for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
In 13 NCAA innings, he's given up just 1 earned run on 4 hits with 13 strikeouts.
1 ball, 1 strike to Ethan Fry with 1 down here in the top of the first. Root fires. Off speed, out in front swinging his Fry, and he falls behind in the count 1-2.
That's that great straight changeup that he features, and when you can back that up with a 95, 96 mile an hour fastball, it's tough on righties and lefties.
1 away, nobody on. Fry at the plate. Zach Root, the left-hander. And the pitch. In the air. Right center field. Coming over will be the center fielder, Thomas. And Thomas makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Bill mentioned Root's postseason performance, and it's been fantastic at this point. I'm curious to watch his demeanor on the mound. He got as heated as I've ever seen a pitcher in my life watching baseball last week against Tennessee. He was screaming at the Volunteers, specifically Andrew Fisher, and was a wild man for all 7 innings that he was out there. I'm curious if that continues tonight or if that was just a Tennessee thing.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I did notice that. I think it was during one of our games. I happened to look up at the TV monitor and saw some of that. He got very emotional.
And Dave Van Horn said afterward, I wish he would kind of tone that down a little bit. It was kind of out of character, but it was wild to watch.
So now we'll see Jared Jones with 2 down, nobody on. First delivery from Root. Fastball just above the belt, over the plate to make it 0-1. The 0-1 to Jones. Just missed the outside corner. Again, comes back with a fastball, does Root. That'll even the count 1-1.
Jones hitting .286 in the NCAA tournament. He has 1 home run, 4 RBI, along with a double.
1-1 pitch. That one a called strike. Nice location with a breaking ball that time, off speed from Root. And again, very early on, Hunt working ahead of Tiger hitters. Once again, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jared Jones. Team leading home runs with 20 on the season. 2 down, nobody on. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball gets Jared Jones, and a very quick start for Zach Root. 3 up and 3 down go the Tigers. We played a half inning, no score. Arkansas coming to the plate for the first time after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coushatta. Coushatta Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coushatta Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Coverage continues from Omaha in the College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, the Tigers started the game. Ground out, fly ball out, and a strikeout against Zach Root. Come up empty there in the top of the first inning. Brings us now to the bottom of the first, and Arkansas coming to the plate for the first time in tonight's game. Again, very vaunted offense for Coach Dave Van Horn, certainly here in the postseason. They'll start with Charles Davalon, Bahiba Aloy, and Logan Maxwell to face the left-hander Cade Anderson for your Tigers of LSU.
Cade Anderson facing Arkansas for the 2nd time this season. He did get a decision in the first meeting in a game that the Tigers won, game 1 of the regular season series in Baton Rouge. Cade worked 5 2/3 innings against the Razorbacks. Gave up 3 runs on 7 hits, had just 1 walk and 10 strikeouts. LSU, you may remember, ended up winning that game in extra innings.
So we'll see Charles Davalon, the sophomore, batting .355, 14 home runs on the year, 2 triples, 12 doubles. The first pitch from Anderson, 93-mile-an-hour heater in for a strike, and he starts off Davalon 0-1.
Davalon's a rare lefty that sees left-handers better than right-handers. He's feasted on left-handers all year, took Liam Doyle deep last weekend, one of the best left-handers in the country, and here's another one in Cade Anderson.
Delivery misses high from Cade. That'll even the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Arkansas has crushed lefties really all year. They're 4th in the country in OPS against left-handed pitching at his best in the field.
Anderson looks in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In the air, left center field. Stanfield coming over. Chris says he has it, and he does for out number 1. So Davalon retired.
That's an important out for Cade. You want to get Davalon out on top of this Razorback lineup. He's their fire starter. He makes things go. Loy's the headliner as the SEC Player of the Year. Maxwell leads them in hitting in terms of average, but Davalon kind of makes them go. He's the engine, so LSU does a good job there getting him out to start the game.
And to amplify your point, Hunt, Arkansas coming in a .348 team batting average against lefties. And they're hitting .300 against right-handers.
That'll bring Bahiba Aloy, a right-hander, to the plate. And a great addition prior to last season out of the transfer portal for the Razorbacks. And Aloy this season has certainly lived up to the billing, batting .348 as that pitch misses low. And quickly it's 2 balls, no strikes to Aloy.
Been looking forward to this Cade Anderson start all week. LSU won his start last week, but he gave up a season-high 6 earned runs, and he was very visibly frustrated in the post-game press conference. Wanted to get back out there.
Here's the 2-0 to the right-hander. This one misses off the outside corner. Now 3-0 quickly to Aloy.
Aloy, dangerous hitter, the Southeastern Conference Player of the Year. 20 home runs and a .348 average.
3-0 pitch. Take was on across the plate at the belt. That'll make it 3-1.
Big pitch here from Cade, 3-1. Don't want to just lay one in there to a hitter as good as Aloy. You've got to execute even though you're behind in the count.
3-1 pitch. Gonna miss high, ball 4. So Anderson gives up the rare walk on the year. That'll put Bahiba Aloy aboard for Arkansas, our first base runner in tonight's game. And we'll get to the plate. Logan Maxwell, a senior, batting .360, another lefty in the lineup.
It's really amazing when you look at these Arkansas statistics against left-handed pitching. Even their left-handed hitters have done a lot of damage against lefties. Maxwell hitting .383 on the year against lefty pitching.
This isn't just any left-hander, though.
Runner at first, 1 out. And the first pitch fouled back by Maxwell. Starts him off 0-1.
You're right about that. And to further your point about Cade's lack of satisfaction with his effort last week, I think that could apply to almost any outing this year. The only one time he might have been happy is when he shut out Oklahoma.
This delivery misses inside, not by much, but they rule it ball 1. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike.
As great as he was all year, without fail, in speaking to the media after game, he almost always said, I can be better than I was tonight.
Hard to improve on 9 shutout innings on the road.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And now a throw over to keep an eye on Aloy. Make it back to the bag safely. Aloy 8 of 11 in stolen bases this season. Arkansas 49 of 64 on the year. Tigers 51 of 69. So very similar in their penchant for running. This one popped up into the air to left field off the bat. And Curiel waits on it, brings it in, and there's 2 down. Aloy will head back to first base. So now with a runner at first and 2 down. See the cleanup hitter. That's Ryder Helfrich, a sophomore, batting .320 for the Hogs. In fact, you mentioned retiring Davalon, really the heart of this offensive engine for Arkansas. Logan Maxwell, good to retire him as well. He comes in leading the Hogs not only on the season in batting average, but so far through the NCAA tournament. So a big second out there. And now with a runner at first, Anderson will concentrate on Ryder Helfrich. First pitch to the right-hander. In for a strike. Goes fastball, and it's 0-1.
Helfrich's had a really good year for Arkansas. 3rd on the team in SEC in terms of batting average at .337. Also clubbed 7 home runs against league competition.
Pitch to the plate. Missed high and outside. Fastball at 95. And that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Helfrich.
Helfrich was the star of the NCAA tournament regional and super regional. He has 4 home runs in NCAA tournament play for Arkansas.
Anderson looks to first. Now the 1-1 to the plate. Fastball in for a strike. That'll get Cade ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Helfrich.
Michael Braswell really hugging that third base line, trying not to let a double get by him down into the corner. Even early in this game, LSU has no interest in an early Arkansas run. May allow a single through the left side, but they're not going to let it get down the line.
Here's a swing, and it's into the seats. Left field way. Full side for Helfrich. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, champions for Louisiana. Together we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. No score, bottom of the first inning. Arkansas at the plate. They've got a runner aboard in Aloy at first base. Pitch. Missing outside. That'll even the count down to Helfrich, 2-2.
95 on that fastball from Cade, so he's feeling good. The velocity numbers are good. Just got to make one more pitch here to get out of this first inning.
Aloy will take a 3-step lead off the first base bag. 2-2 pitch to the plate. Little tapper right of the mound. Anderson gets to it with the backhand, flips it to Jones for out number 3. So Arkansas gets a runner aboard on a walk, and he doesn't advance. No runs, no hits, 1 man left on. We played a full inning. Scoreless baseball. LSU coming to the plate. 4, 5, and 6 due up. Milam, Hernandez, and Curiel when we come back to the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU Athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers!
Back to Omaha and LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers come to the plate here in the top of the second inning. No score thus far between Arkansas and LSU. Stephen Milam going to lead it off, and Milam has been spectacular so far in postseason play. Certainly picking it up from a couple of struggles throughout the season, but great to see Milam coming into his own, much like most of last year in his freshman campaign, certainly into that regional when the season ended last year in Chapel Hill. He'll stand in, the right-hander against Zach Root. The first pitch to the switch hitter at the letters for a strike off speed, and it's 0-1 to Milam.
Well, he's been spectacular in the NCAA tournament. He leads the team with 11 RBI so far in NCAA games.
Root's 0-1 pitch. I want a called strike at the knees. Quickly Milam behind, 0-2.
What I liked about Milam in the Super, the grand slam came from the right side of the plate. The big 3-run double came from the left side of the plate. He was doing it from both sides.
The 0-2 pitch, fouled back to the screen off the bat of Milam, keeps it 0-2.
That's that breaking ball from Root that he usually will use more on left-handed hitters, go to the changeup on the right-handed hitters. Milam spoiled that one, but still a lot of work to do for Steven, down 0-2 in the count.
Root looks in. Milam takes a little extra time, granted time by our home plate umpire, Jeff Head. Scott Latendre at first base, Kellen Levy at second, Angel Campos down the line at third, our umpires tonight. Still an 0-2 count to Milam. leading things off here in the top of the second inning. No score. And the pitch from Root. Swing and a miss. Chase one a little up, maybe a bit out, maybe too close to take, but nonetheless, Milam down on strikes. That will bring Luis Hernandez, the Tiger catcher, to the plate with one down.
That's a great change up there. 84 miles an hour running away from the barrel of Stephen Milam, the left-handed hitter. It started on the outside corner and faded into the left-handed hitting batter's box, and Milam just couldn't lay off of it. That's Root's best pitch. Well, she's got to be aware of that, especially the right-handed hitters.
Luis, the right-hander, stands in on the year, batting .272. He's had his moments so far in the postseason as well. Here's the first pitch. Fastball missed inside at the knees, and it's 1-0.
Tigers had some success against Root back on May 9th. He pitched 6 innings in the regular season game, gave up just 5 hits and 2 runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts.
1-0 delivery. Again, this time missed outside. We'll make it 2-0 to Hernandez. Getting to see a couple of pitches here from Zach Root.
This is a rare instance that LSU's been ahead in the count here. We'll see if Luis can do a little damage.
Root winds and the 2-0 pitch. Miss low. Make it 3 balls, no strikes now to Luis Hernandez.
See Root there going 2-0 change up to Luis. That's some respect there. And also shows the confidence he's got to use that pitch just about whenever he wants.
Three balls, no strikes. Root fires. Ball 4 missed high. Hernandez. Tigers get their first base runner aboard with 1 out here in the top of the second. Hernandez works a 1-out walk.
That's a good guy to walk in front of here in Derek Curiel, who will stride to the plate. Usually the Tiger leadoff hitter down in the 6th hole against the left-hander Root. Had a big day against Griffin Kern, the left-hander for West Virginia, when he was down in the 7th hole last weekend. We'll see if he can pick up where he left off there against the left-handed starter.
Derek on the year hitting just .222 against lefties, but as you mentioned, had a big day last week against the West Virginia lefty Kern.
First pitch to Curiel. Off speed for a strike to make it 0-1.
First pitch breaking ball there from Root. Just split the play to get me over, and Derek not gonna go swing at that one.
Hernandez, short lead off of first. Very opportunistic on the base pads. Typically Hernandez. Pitch to Curiel comes in at the knees. Again off speed, and that'll make it 0-2 to the freshman left-hander.
Center fielder Justin Thomas for Arkansas is very much shading into the left center field gap, expecting Curiel to hit the ball the other way. The gap in right center is massive right now.
The 0-2 delivery. Good take, missed away to the left-handed hitting Curiel. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Derek saw that one really well. It was a breaking ball. It started over the plate and dove away and down, and he saw it, took it, didn't chase that pitch, which is a strikeout pitch for Root.
Runner in first, 1 out, no score. Top of the second inning here. Saturday night at the College World Series. Root fires. Fastball outside. Forces Helfrich to rise from his crouch, and it's now an even count, 2-2.
It's 3 straight fastballs that Root has thrown that have not been anywhere near where he was trying to throw them. I'm sure LSU's picked up on that. He may trust that changeup and breaking ball a little bit more if the fastball command is not there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Curiel. Takes it low. Now a full count, 3-2.
He's such a good hitter. That's a strikeout pitch, 2-2, and he just lays right off of it and lets it dive out of the strike zone. That's impressive for a freshman on this stage.
Again, Hernandez takes a short lead off of first. And Root now will make a lazy throw over to first to get him closer to the bag. Hernandez easily back.
Arkansas just checking to see if Jay Johnson might send the runner here 3-2. Trust Curiel to put the ball in play and try to stay out of that double play, but Luis not going anywhere, at least at that instance.
Payoff delivery set to come from Root. The pitch to Curiel. Missed away, ball 4, back-to-back walks. Now with 1 out, the Tigers have runners first and second. We'll see Daniel Dickinson, who again moved down in the order, batting in the 7th hole. Before we get to that, Matt Hobbs, the pitching coach for Arkansas, going to take a little jog and check on Zach Root out there on the mound. Fans, join MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, and a proud partner of LSU athletics. Guys, I'll pose the question to you. Tonight's recipe for success brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, official catering service of LSU athletics. Bill, I'll go with you first.
Well, I like what Derek Curiel just did. Down 0-2 in the count, was very patient, worked it full, then draws the walk. I think the Tiger hitters just need to be patient with Zach Root because he is one of the best pitchers in the country, but LSU's built this offense around patience and not allowing the pitcher to expand the zone, so that will certainly be a key to tonight's game.
For me, it's down and hard. Hit the ball on the ground, hit the ball on a line. That's how you're going to create offense in this environment. The park's going to play huge with the wind. You get guys on base, you got to hit line drives.
So now we'll see Dickinson, the right-handed hitter, batting .312 on the year. He's got runners first and second, just one out in the top of the second. He'll swing, get a little touch, but it's held on to by Helfrich for strike one, 0-1 the count.
That's that straight changeup that he's going to throw to righties. He doesn't have command of his fastball right now. He's throwing 4 straight out of the zone, so he's going to rely on those off-speed pitches. LSU needs to hit them.
Here's the 0-1. Showing bunt, third base side. It's a beauty. Coming up is Root. He'll just pocket the baseball as Dickinson beats it out at first base. Everybody's safe, first, second, and third. Bases loaded with one out. Here in the top of the second inning, a beautiful bunt by Dickinson. Just died in that thick grass left of the mound. Root was the only guy who could make the play, but wisely, he just ate the baseball.
Daniel Dickinson has shown bunt all year, and it's driven some people nuts in the 3-hole. I get that, but it finally, on the biggest stage, pays off with a gorgeous drag bunt there.
I confess I'm one of those who drove nuts, but he executed perfectly that time.
That'll get Chris Stanfield to the plate. Stanfield batting in the 8th spot. First pitch from Root misses away. 1-0.
Just get the sense that there aren't going to be a ton of these innings against this Arkansas staff. LSU's as well, where you get guys on base with a chance to score. You've just got to cash in when you get these chances.
Again, Hernandez at third, Curiel at second. Dickinson with the bunt at first. There's a called strike to Stanfield to even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Of course, Chris had that huge 2-run single through the right side in the Super Regional last week. I'd like another one of those here.
Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Launch to left field, coming in, and will drop down for a base hit. They'll send in Hernandez. They'll hold up Curiel, but an RBI single off the bat of Chris Stanfield gives the Tigers a 1-0 lead with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. That is textbook baseball. Get them on, get them over, get them in. What a job standing.
Great job by Chris Stanfield to get that ball into the outfield. Derek Curiel actually had a great jump on that ball at second base, but a good job by the left fielder, Charles Davalin, to kind of deke, and it caused Curiel to shuffle his feet just a little bit between second and third. Josh Jordan wisely held him up there with just 1 out. Almost a 2-run single, but now Arkansas going to send some folks down to the bullpen, and LSU is still threatening here.
Dave Van Horn wasting no time at all to send Gabe Gackle, the race reliever, down to the pen, as hopefully the Tigers can continue to apply pressure on Zach Root.
So now we'll see Michael Braswell. First pitch misses low, got away from Helfrich out in front of the plate, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Brazzy, what a big opportunity for a guy who has struggled this season offensively, batting .201 coming into the College World Series. But a huge opportunity here with the bases loaded and 1 out. He'll square to bunt. Couldn't make contact. He'll say it made a hit. It hit Braswell. Home plate umpire Jeff Head makes the call. That'll bring Curiel in from third, so hit by pitch will make it a 2-0 LSU lead.
So breaking ball down, I was looking at the base runners to make sure everybody stopped because I thought it was a good job by the catcher to block it up. I was not checking that it hit his back foot. It sure did hit his back heel, and Jeff Head, as you mentioned, was all over it. He pounced right out and called it dead ball immediately. So LSU will take any help they can get, and that's a run, and that'll turn the lineup over. So great job by 8 and 9 in the LSU order to create 2 runs.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Hey, Bill, Josh Pearson batting for the second time, only batting .333 this season with the bases loaded.
Definitely like that, and definitely like to have a guy of Josh's mental constitution at the plate right now. We've seen him throughout his 4-year career deliver so many clutch hits in the biggest games. In fact, he was on an NCAA regional all-tournament team in all 3 of his first seasons here at LSU. He didn't get as much playing time in the regional and super regional this year, but when he did, he delivered in a big-time way, illustrated by the grand slam he hit in the super regional. And here's another opportunity for a big base hit.
Bases loaded for the Tigers. Still just one out. They lead 2-0 here in the top of the second. Dickinson at third, Stanfield at second, Braswell now at first as Pearson swings at the first pitch, launches it high but out of play down the line and left to make it 0-1.
Got to continue to add on right here. Got to take control of this ball game. You've got 2 in, but you've still got the bases loaded and 1 out. The top of your order's up. This needs to be a 3 or 4 spot for sure for LSU against Root.
Runners take their short lead, first, second, and third. An 0-1 count to Pearson as Root starts the wind. Pearson shows bunt, brings it back. I'll say the pitch missed outside, make it 1-1.
Squeeze bunt's tough with the bases loaded because you've got to force at home plate. The catcher kind of come out and act like a first baseman. So if you're going to get that bunt down, it's got to be a very, very good one. Josh is going to crowd that plate. His toes are on the inside of that batter's box, trying to get something he can hit.
The 1-1. Swing, a ground ball. Aloy going to flip it over to Kojal. The throw to first, not in time. Beating it out is Josh Pearson. Daniel Dickinson scores from third. It's 3-0 LSU.
Speed, speed, speed. Josh Pearson doesn't look like the toolsiest player on LSU's team, but he does run very well, and he hits from the left side of the plate. He needed both of those right there. He beat it by just half a step. Arkansas is the best defensive team statistically in the country. They couldn't get that turn up the middle between Aloy and Kojal. Pearson beats it out. You get a run home and still got a chance to add right here.
You don't hear a lot about Josh Pearson's speed, but Jay Johnson has all year commented about how he's one of the team's fastest players. That was certainly demonstrated there as he beats out the relay and allows LSU to score a very important run.
That's going to bring Dave Van Horn now, and he's going to make the call. That'll be all for Zach Root tonight. He can't get out of the top of the second inning. Dave Van Horn out, made the call for the left-hander out of the bullpen. So we'll have a pitching change here in the top of the second inning. Brought to you by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Your Tigers of LSU. 3 runs up in the top of the second inning. They've got runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Ethan Fry coming to the plate to face the new Razorback pitcher. 3-0 our score. Back to Omaha after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
People's Health has a new Medicare plan designed for people with diabetes, chronic heart failure, or cardiovascular disorders. It features a monthly over-the-counter allowance, lower costs for a number of prescriptions, and lower specialist copays than non-special needs plans from People's Health. To learn more about a chronic special needs plan, call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans! You're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
The powerhouse in the 2025 College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Your Tigers of LSU leading early 3-0 over Arkansas, and Coach Dave Van Horn not fooling around. Out with the hook, pulls Zach Root from the mound. He goes to what has been his insurance policy out of the bullpen, and that's Gabe Gackle, the right-hander, a sophomore, takes over here trying to stop the bleeding for the Razorbacks. As Ethan Fry will step to the plate, LSU with 3 runs in so far on 2 hits. Ethan will step in with runners on the corner. Stanfield down at third. Josh Pearson with that RBI down at first base. So now Fry batting for the second time. He flew out to right field, but he'll face Gackle for the first time tonight. The first pitch called strike. inside corner at the letters, and it's 0-1.
Gackel's a huge talent. He was an ace reliever for him as a freshman last year, started as the Friday night starter this year. That did not go very well. They moved him back into a more comfortable bullpen role, and he's been excellent for the Hogs all season long.
The 0-1 to Fry. Misses away off speed. 1 ball and 1 strike.
On the year, Gackel 4-2, 4.76 ERA. This is his 18th appearance overall, and his 9th in relief. Also has 9 starts, 78 strikeouts in 62 in the 3rd innings.
Runners first and third with 2 down. Pitch to Fry. Hit back towards us. Just below us.
That missed me in my lap by 4 feet.
Yep.
That was going to come right in the window.
And we would have probably had to do the rest of the game by cell phone.
That's a good point. I wasn't thinking about the equipment. I was just trying to make a play.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ethan Fry. Gackel, the right-hander, working from the stretch, fires to the plate. High chopper going back, fielding it is Iredale. The throw to first in time to get Ethan Fry. But the Tigers are on the board. A 3 spot in the top of the second. 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 men left on. LSU leading 3-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Arkansas coming to the plate on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
The powerhouse in the 2025 College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers put up 3 runs in the top of the second inning after loading up the bases. Kate Anderson back out on the bump now for the Tigers. He'll face Kei Morimoto, the DH for the Razorbacks. First delivery, fastball off the outside corner, missing for ball 1, 1-0. Kei Morimoto, another great addition out of the portal. He batted .238 so far in NCAA tournament play. This pitch high and inside. I'll make it quickly 2 balls, no strikes. Morimoto batting .330 on the season. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Anderson. That one missed outside. Went back to a fastball, but missing the strike zone. It's now 3-0.
Walk's just so pivotal. The first 2 runs that LSU pushed across, got on base via the walk in that inning. Kate's got to try to battle back here against Alloy.
3-0 delivery. That one across the plate with the take on. It's now 3-1.
Kei Morimoto, Arkansas's leader in home runs this year. He's second on the team behind his brother. Sorry about that.
3-1 pitch, ball 4. So Anderson gives up his second walk of the night. The leadoff man aboard for the Razorbacks. See the second baseman Kozel now come to the plate.
Kei actually is the Arkansas leader in RBI with 70 this season. 13 home runs, 15 doubles, but he draws the walk there as Arkansas trying to respond after the LSU 3 runs in the top of the second.
And Cade struggled a little bit last week after long LSU innings. The Tigers hit for a long time against West Virginia, and he came out and kind of struggled to find that rhythm again. Hopefully that's not the case here. He needs to lock in and make some pitches.
Kehioloi, no stolen base attempts on the year. And the first pitch to Kozel, a called strike with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball to start him off 0-1. Outfield for the Tigers, playing straight up to the left-handed hitter Kozel. Anderson fires. There's a strike with a fastball at 95, and he works ahead, 0-2.
Exactly what you needed to see there after the 5-pitch walk. Just lock in, boom, 2 fastball strikes to Kozel. Now Cade kind of pick from the menu here whatever he'd like to do to try to get him out.
Cade, the left-hander, looks over to first and now brings it to the plate. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Kozel. Quick work made by Cade Anderson there. Gets his first strikeout.
His pick from the menu there was the 85-mile-an-hour hard slider. Left on left, Kozel just had no chance there. That was a really, really good pitch there from Cade Anderson.
All the great hitters on the Arkansas roster. I was most impressed by Kozel when we faced Arkansas in the regular season, but Cade made short work of him there.
Brent Iredale, the third baseman now, a right-hander, stands in. Still a runner at first and 1 out. Anderson fires, pitch a little low, and it's ball 1.
Strikeout's going to be a big deal for Cade in this game. As potent and dynamic as the Hogs are offensively, they do have an Achilles heel, and it is the strikeout. They will swing and miss a little bit, and if there are going to be some big spots, Cade's as good a pitcher as there is in the country, literally tied for the lead now with strikeouts.
There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Iredale, a .289 hitter. Although much like the Razorbacks up and down the lineup, they're effective with runners on. Iredale batting .333 on the year with a runner aboard. Pitch, ground ball. Braswell scoops it up. Quick throw to Dickinson. The relay to first in time. Twin killing for the Tigers. And Arkansas is done here in the bottom of the second inning. Just the way Cade Anderson wanted it. A strikeout, then the 5-4-3 double play. We head now to the top of the third. It's a 3-0 LSU lead. Tigers come to the plate. Meat of the order presented by 44 Farms. Starting with Jared Jones, followed by Milam and Hernandez. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Live from the red carpet, where the stars shine bright. It's the moment we've been waiting for. First up, Perfection Pays. Play perfect tens from the lottery. Win up to $5,000. Next up, Triple the Fun. Triple the cash. Play Triple Play. Win up to $12,000. The glitter. The glamour. Play Fab 5. Top prize, $155,555. Play all 3 games today. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
A lot of life can happen between sips of Dasani. You know, the life moments, big and small, that are worth getting thirsty for. Like organizing a family movie night under the stars. Or hearing an old favorite song and having an impromptu dance party. Or finding a new dinner recipe that the whole family loves. The crisp, clean taste of Dasani was made for all of life's thirst-worthy moments. Dasani, because life happens between sips.
We head to the top of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Fan scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Find your nearest location, order online, or just use the app. It's Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win. Tigers leading Arkansas 3-0. Top of the third inning, Jared Jones to lead it off in the first delivery from Gackle. Breaking ball elicits a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Jones. It was a strikeout victim to Zach Root, his first at-bat back in the first inning. Tigers put 3 up in the top of the second after quickly loading the bases, starting with a couple of one-out walks. This one fouled back into the screen, and now Gackel works ahead of Jones, 0-2.
Inning and 2/3 for Zach Root tonight. That's his shortest outing of the year. The previous shortest outing was against Ole Miss in the SEC opener when he gave up 10 hits and 7 runs in 3 innings in Oxford. But an inning and 2/3, shortest outing of the year. This is Gabe Gackel's game now for Arkansas.
0-2 the count to Jones. Gackel will fire. Pitch missed away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, you think back to that Marathon Friday game, Bill, in the opening game of that series in Baton Rouge. It became the Zach Cowan Gabe Gackel show late in that contest.
Yeah, Gackel was great in that game. 3 1/3 innings against the Tigers that night.
The 1-2. Breaking ball into the left-handed batter's box, missing for ball 2. 2-2 now the count to Jones.
He worked 3 1/3 innings in game 1 of that regular season series, did Gackel. Gave up just 1 run on 2 hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts.
Gackel's 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Just out of the reach with that late break to Jones, and down on strikes for a second time goes Jared. 1 down to start the top of the 3rd, and we'll see Stephen Milam.
Gackel's got one of the best sliders in the College World Series. It's tight, sharp, and it's late breaking. He gets Jones with it right there. As I mentioned, Gackel started as the Friday starter this year for Arkansas, so he has been stretched out. He threw 99 pitches against Kansas State back in February, 92 in a game against Vanderbilt earlier this year, 97 against A&M, so it would not be a surprise if he's got his good stuff tonight if he went 6 or 7 innings for Arkansas, even though he is a reliever.
So now we'll see Milam. He'll switch and bat from the left side against the right-hander Gackel. And the first pitch almost caught his kneecaps, missing inside for ball 1.
We talked about this earlier. College World Series can be a long stay, and Zach Root comes out of the game after so few pitches. He could be available early next week if Arkansas should need him.
Gackel's 1-0 delivery. Call that a strike at the letters to Milam. Make it 1 ball, 1 strike.
Arkansas has an extremely deep pitching staff. We saw evidence of that in game 3 of the regular season series when they just ran out a series of power arms on a Sunday.
1-1. Good take as it misses outside to Milam. Now 2-1.
Yeah, Bill, not going to be a lot of comfortable bats for either team with fully rested pitching staffs in these 2 dugouts. Everybody that comes out of the pen is going to have real stuff tonight.
1 out, nobody on. A 2-1 count to Stephen Milam. Gackel's pitch. Did he go? They say no. The pitch missed low. That'll make it 3-1 now to Milam.
It's a big job by Milam there to not swing, because 3-1 a lot different than 2-2. Now he's got a chance to get aboard here with the free pass, or he can find something to drive. Big shift on the left side of the infield over towards second base, so a lot of room down the third baseline for Milam.
3-1 pitch. Gackel finds the zone, goes back to the heater. It's now 3-2.
96 on that fastball from Gackel.
Stevens' on-base percentage in the NCAA tournament is .633. He walked 10 times so far in the 6 previous games.
Gackel's payoff delivery. Swing and a miss. That time another hard 96 on the fastball. Gets Milam. There's 2 gone as Gackel records his second strikeout out of the bullpen.
You saw the big slider to Jared Jones. That's the fastball that was arm side tailing away from Milam's barrel, ran off the plate. Steven tried to spoil it with kind of a late defensive swing, but too much life on that fastball at nearly 97 miles an hour, and that's 2 quick strikeouts here for Gabe Gackel.
Hernandez got aboard on a walk, scored the first run for the Tigers last time in the 2nd inning. He'll face Gackel for the first time. First delivery missed away, got out of the mid of Helvrick, and it's 1 ball, no strikes.
Luis also has had a very good postseason for the Tigers in the previous 6 NCAA tournament games, hitting .429, including a double, 2 homers, and 5 RBI.
Infield playing straight up to the right-handed hitting Hernandez. And this one yanked but foul to the upper deck down the line in left for a souvenir. That'll make it 1-1. Tigers arrive just around lunchtime on Wednesday. Taking Wednesday evening, Thursday, and Friday, obviously practicing, getting ready for tonight's game, but also taking some of the sights and sounds of Omaha. Now that's behind him. The 1-1, Hernandez, hard hit ground ball, knocking it down with a dive is Kozel, but it squirts away from the glove as he's slow to get up. and Hernandez will arrive safely with an infield single.
That was a great swing from Luis there. Got a breaking ball, kept his hands inside of it, and drove it towards right field. Kojal did a great job to get to that and get his glove on it, but it just trickled away, as you mentioned there. But really just a really good swing by Luis to hit the ball the other way. We think of Luis as a big, powerful hitter and hit the ball a long way. That's just being a good hitter and hitting the ball the opposite field.
Looks like Kojal might have been shaken up just a little bit. His left wrist twisted under his body as he made the attempt to field the ball, but it appears as if he's okay.
He'll stay in there, but yeah, he was slow to get up, and you could see that arm and wrist just kind of get caught under him as he slid across the grass. So now with 2 down, a runner at first, we'll see Derek Curiel. He got a board on a walk in the second inning. Also scored the second run for the Tigers as this pitch, a called strike to make it 0-1.
So Derek's seeing a right-handed pitcher now. He's hitting .423 this year against right-handed pitchers.
Iredell, the third baseman, playing in just off the infield cut at third. This one missing, not by much, but it makes it 1-1 now to Curiel.
Ran this stat earlier. When LSU wins, Derek Curiel is hitting .397. When LSU loses, he is hitting .200. Jay Johnson called him the engine that makes LSU go. I think that stat bears it out.
1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Inside corner called strike. That'll get Yackel ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner at first. 2 down, a 3-0 LSU lead as we battle here in the top of the third. Yackel comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Good take. Miss low and inside. Fastball missing. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Derek Curiel.
So much fun to watch Derek hit with 2 strikes. He doesn't speed up. He doesn't generally chase pitches. He just continues to grind the at-bat, and it paid off in his last at-bat with a walk.
Runner at first, 2 down. 2-2 count to Curiel. The pitch, again, low and inside. That'll fill the count.
That's a great slider Gackel just threw there that starts in the zone and just vanishes below the barrel, and Curiel just doesn't even make an attempt to swing at it. He's just so locked in all the time.
So now a payoff pitch upcoming from Gabe Gackel, the right-hander for Arkansas. With 2 down, Hernandez for the Tigers over at first. 3-2 pitch. Fouled back off the bat of Curiel. That'll keep it 3-2.
That was not Gackel's best slider there. He went 3-2 trying to fool Derek, but he kind of hung that one a little bit, and Derek was able to spoil it. It would have been a strike, but it was good that Derek was able to get the barrel to it and spoil that pitch.
Fans Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue. Live Louisiana, we've got you. 3-0 LSU leads, top of the third, 2 outs, runner at first. Another payoff pitch, miss low. Curiel walked for a second time tonight. And now runners first and second for the Tigers, with Daniel Dickinson coming to the plate.
Just can't say enough about Curiel. Goes down 0-2 against Zach Root, one of the best starting pitchers in this tournament. Draws a walk, comes around to score. Gets behind 1-2 against Gabe Gackel, who's got as good a stuff as anybody here. And he draws a walk there as well. He's just such a polished hitter for a freshman. We keep saying it, but it doesn't become any less true.
I think, according to Jay Johnson, he's been that polished since he was in 7th grade.
Runners take their lead. Daniel takes the first pitch, stays away, and it missed outside for ball 1.
I don't mean to diminish the work that Derek has put in, because he's an incredibly hard worker and he deserves everything. But sometimes you just got something that you got given, and his ability to recognize pitches is just amazing. It's amazing to watch.
Dickinson awaits and swings and misses. Breaking ball that missed away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Daniel laid down a beautiful bunt. Ran into a single. Eventually scored back in that second inning. Scored the final of 3 runs in that frame. Runners first and second with 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch. Time just a heat up and in, swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-2.
But Daniel hadn't seen those last 2 very good. Breaking ball, and he was way out in front of it expecting heater. That time there was a fastball kind of towards the letters, and he was very tardy on it. So we'll see if he can shorten up and get something in play.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gackel fires. A ground ball hit right at Kojal. He'll flip underhanded to Aloy. Steps on second base for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. Tigers Tigers leave 2 men on. It's still a 3-0 LSU lead. Arkansas coming to the plate in the bottom of the third. They'll have 8-9 top of the order. Robinette, Thomas, and Davalon when we continue from Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net. Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
A lot of life can happen between sips of Dasani. You know, the life moments, big and small, that are worth getting thirsty for. Like organizing a family movie night under the stars. Or hearing an old favorite song and having an impromptu dance party. Or finding a new dinner recipe that the whole family loves. The crisp, clean taste of Dasani was made for all of life's thirst-worthy moments. Dasani, because life happens between sips.
The bottom of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Arkansas coming to the plate. They trail LSU here on Saturday evening from Omaha. 3-0. The Tigers out in front. Bottom of the third inning. And batting for the first time tonight. Leading things off will be the Hog first baseman, Reese Robinette, a sophomore, batting .276. Again, you talk about what this Arkansas team has up and down the lineup offensively. For Kate Anderson, I won't say these are easy outs because they're not, but these are two, Hunt, that you just have to put back in the dugout. First delivery called strike, and it's 0-1 to Robinette.
Yeah, no doubt. Robinette and Thomas, two of the lighter hitters. They're good players, but two of the lighter hitters in the Hog lineup. Anderson's got to be aggressive in attack.
The 0-1. Fastball inside corner, quickly ahead. 0-2 to Robinette. Again, batting .276 on the year, although batting .400 when leading things off. And so far in the NCAA tournament, Robinette batting .286. This pitch elevates the fastball. Robinette stays away, and it's 1-2.
Overall, Tiger pitching did a nice job against this Arkansas offense in the regular season. Gave up just 2 home runs to the Hogs.
The 1-2 pitch. Little flare, soft liner. Milam waits on it at shortstop and gloves it, and 1 gone.
Good job by Kei to pound the strike zone, get Robinette some weak contact there. I do want to mention that in the bottom of the second inning, incredible job by Kei there. LSU had just taken the lead and put a 3 spot up. He walks Aloy to lead that inning off, and you're going, uh-oh, and then boom, he comes back with a 3-pitch strikeout of Kojal, and then gets Iredale to roll into the 5-4-3 double play. That was a massive, massive shutdown inning LSU had to have there, and now he's off to a good start here in the bottom of the third as well.
So now the center fielder, Justin Thomas Jr., steps to the plate for the first time tonight. And Anderson's delivery misses outside for ball 1. It's 1-0. Thomas batting .278. Just 111 so far for the Hogs in NCAA play. He'll swing at this one, put it high in the air, left center field. Curiel calling for it. Stanfield will yield, and Curiel makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Bill mentioned this back in the pregame, but left field is the sun field here at Charles Schwab Field, and we've seen left fielders have a lot of trouble. Florida's left fielder misplayed a ball badly in Game 2 of the championship series just 2 years ago. Derek's a freshman, never been in that outfield before, but he's handled 2 thus far with ease, so it seems like he's seeing the ball pretty well out there, which is a big deal.
It is interesting, Hunt and Chris, that Jay mentioned that in each of the 3 previous times Jay has been a head coach here, he says, I've never not seen left field affect the game somehow.
Davalon atop the order, swings at the first pitch, fouls it into the seats left side, and it's 0-1. Davalon flied out to Curiel. His first time up back in the first inning.
You mentioned getting the 8 and 9 hole hitters out. Anderson did that. If you want to pitch to Davalon one way or another, you'd rather do it with two out and the bases empty.
This one Fouled back into the screen. Sanderson challenged with a fastball. And Cade works ahead, 0-2.
Dadalon hit .338 in SEC play this year. Started all 30 games for the Hogs. Also hit 9 home runs in those 30 games. Just a really, really good hitter that as Bill mentioned, has crushed left-handers all year. But Cade's got him 0-2 here.
Nobody on, 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch just missed away. Breaking ball from Anderson will move the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Davallon is a native of Canada. He's from Montreal. Transferred to Arkansas from Florida Gulf Coast and has made a huge impact in his first season in the SEC.
The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right at Dickinson, but a nasty hop sneaks up on him. He gloves it, throws the first in time for out number 3. Nice stick-to-itiveness that time for Daniel Dickinson, as that one was on him quickly with 2 hops. But Arkansas goes quietly, no runs, no hits, and nobody left on. It's still a 3-0 Tiger lead after 3. We head to the top of the 4th. Tigers have Stanfield, Braswell, top of the order, Josh Pearson after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, for the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, for the number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Right, your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas. Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner. Right, your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
The top of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Indeed, Toyota's Summer Starts Here sales event is on now. Start your summer ride in an exciting new Toyota. Just visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. Hanging out here at Charles Schwab Field, downtown Omaha, College World Series. Your Tigers of LSU leading Arkansas 3-0. Chris Stanfield will lead it off for the Tigers here in the 4th. And the first pitch popped up, foul territory, first base side, plenty of room. And coming over to make the play is Robinette. So 1 pitch and 1 out to start the top of the 4th inning.
Even a year later, it's still weird to look just down to my left and see John Calipari in Arkansas red. It's a weird look.
Somebody who grew up in the Commonwealth, it's a very strange look. Braswell coming to the plate, but before he steps in, Johnson going to use one of his 3 offensive timeouts. Bring Brazzi over and talk it over with he and Josh Pearson, who stands on deck. Stanfield, by the way, retired with that fly ball out, foul territory. Did have the RBI single back in that 2nd inning for the Tigers. Again, Zach Root got the start, as we told you. Short work today after ran into that trouble in the 2nd inning. As Hunt said, a little bit of strategy there on the part of Dave Van Horn. You hate to see Zach Root leave that early, but he's got other things on his mind with the gauntlet that is nearly 2 weeks for the College World Series. Root went an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and then Gabe Gackle now is taken over. As now Braswell will come to the plate. Brazzi was hit by a pitch trying to lay down a bunt with the bases loaded. Picked up an RBI. First pitch from Gackle, a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Arkansas outfield plays Braswell significantly to the opposite field. There's a lot of room down in that left field corner.
Gackle's 0-1 pitch. Sent into the air. Foul territory. First base side again. Robinette going to run out of room. It'll drop into the seats out of play. And Braswell now behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Of course, that brings up one of the features of this ballpark. There is a ton of foul territory down each baseline. One of the features that makes it a less than hitter-friendly park at times.
Bill, you could play 2 T-ball games, both down the third and first base lines. Braswell stands back in. Here's the 0-2 from Gackle. Missed upstairs, make it 1-2.
Michael's job right now to get Gabe Gackle to continue to work. Just lay down. If you can get on base, that's awesome, but battle with 2 strikes.
Gackle's 1-2 pitch. Again, missed high. That'll even the count now, 2-2.
Well, absolutely. You want to see Gackle's pitch count elevated as much as you can. It's at 34 right now.
1 out. Top of the 4th inning. 3-0 LSU leading. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Again, that late break. Braswell saw it until the very last moment. Slipped away off the end of the bat. Gackle records another punch out. It's his second on the night. And with 2 down, back to the top of the order, and Josh Pearson.
When you watch Gackle pitch, it's just a wonder that it didn't work in the Rican rotation. It's hard for me to imagine Charlotte, the 49ers, getting 10 hits and scoring 9 earned runs in 3 innings against a guy with that kind of talent, only 3 strikeouts. But he's been very comfortable in the bullpen, and he's looked good tonight.
First pitch to Josh, a called strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1.
That 4.76 cumulative ERA for Gackle, very misleading. He's allowing a .237 opponent batting average. He has given up 6 homers this year.
The 0-1 off speed, but it finds the zone, and now Pearson behind in the count 0-2, and with the left-hander Pearson at the plate and 2 strikes, they'll move Brent Iredale now over in the extreme shift. He'll be right of second base. It'll be Bahiba Aloy by his lonesome left side of the diamond. The 0-2 to Pearson. Takes the pitch outside, make it 1-2.
I think that's some sort of cutter that Gackle's throwing there. It's 89 miles an hour. It doesn't have as sharp a break as the slider. It's got some movement in that shape, but it's not as drastic. I think it's a cut fastball.
1-2 to Pearson. And Josh will foul this one into the seats left side to keep it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Remember, fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the Tiger celebrations. So whether you're buying or selling tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. Official ticket marketplace of LSU athletics. Expect the expected in SeatGeek. 2 down, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 to Pearson. He'll swing and a slow bouncer. Foul down the first base line.
Give a quick shout out to Shree Porter and LSU Tiger great Sam Burns. He will play with the lead tomorrow in the U.S. Open at Oakmont up in Pittsburgh. 4 under par through 3 rounds. He and Adam Scott and J.J. Spawn top 3 in the U.S. Open. So good luck to Sam.
Go get him, Sammy. The 1-2, and again Pearson fights off the pitch. Looked like that cutter again. Fouls it into the seats left side. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pearson, who is getting his money's worth, even though behind early in the count.
He's seen the full menu. He's seen the breaking ball. He's seen the 4-seamer at 97. He's seen the cutter. He's seen everything that Gackle has to offer. Spoiled a good bit of it. We'll see if he can finish the at-bat and find a way on base.
Again, the extreme shift to the right side of the infield to the left-handed hitter. The 1-2. Way up top. Evens a count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This has been a superb at-bat for Josh Pearson. It's 7 pitches in length at this point.
Here's the 2-2. Pearson swings and again fouled right at first base. Holds at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And don't forget, fans, when the Tigers win, you win. Enter promo code LSU50. The day after an LSU baseball win, you'll receive 50% off your online pizza order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Haven't seen the Jimmy Buffett beach balls as of yet. Maybe a little too early in the College World Series. Typically they get loose and onto the field, but right now everybody kind of locked in on this game with a Tiger 3-0 lead. Another pitch to Pearson, this time foul tip, but held on to by Helfrich. And Pearson down on strikes as Gackel records his 4th in relief. That'll do it for the Tigers in the top of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody reaches base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Arkansas will have 2, 3, and 4 due up, starting with Bahiva Aloy. 3-0 Tigers here from Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Join the school with a winning track record in education. LSU Online and Continuing Education offers over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses, meaning there's a program to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from wherever you are. From application to graduation, student support coaches provide one-on-one support to ensure you finish a champion. Start your journey at online.lsu.edu.
Live from the red carpet where the stars shine bright. It's the moment we've been waiting for. First up, Perfection Pays. Play perfect tens from the lottery. Win up to $5,000. Next up, triple the fun. Triple the cash. Play triple play. Win up to $12,000. The glitter. The glamour. Play Fab 5. Top prize, $155,555. Play all 3 games today. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The bottom of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Bahiva Aloy will lead it off for the Razorbacks here as we reach the bottom of the 4th inning. Game 2 of Day 2 of the College World Series. Tigers with 3 runs in the top of the 2nd. They lead 3-0. First pitch to Aloy, missing for ball 1. Anderson's 1-0 delivery. Just missed the outer black. That'll make it 2 balls, no strikes. Bahiva aboard on a walk. 1 of 2 given up by Anderson early on here in the contest. 2-0 the count. Pitch to Aloy. That will be a strike at the letters. Outer portion of the plate. That'll make it 2-1.
2 outstanding Hawaiian shortstops in the field here at College World Series. Iva Arquette for Oregon State. Bahiva Aloy for Arkansas.
2-1 delivery. Again, paints that outside corner. That'll even the count 2-2.
Aloy 20 home runs to pace the Hogs this year. 10 of those came in conference play.
Anderson, the left-hander, winds and fires. Just missed as Hernandez lets it hang in the air, but Jeff Head said ball 3. Fills the count.
This 95-mile-an-hour heater that just missed the outside corner.
Payoff delivery. Aloy knocks it towards the alley right center field. Hernandez, or rather Stanfield, will cut it off on 1 bounce as he got over there quickly. And it will at least hold Aloy to a single to the alley in right center. Great job by Stanfield. He was full sprint. That one looked dangerous off the bat of Aloy.
Yeah, that's one of the features here at the ballpark. Center fielders have got to run a lot to cut balls off and to go get them in the alley, and that was a great job by the speedy center fielder to keep Aloy at first base. That's the best swing that anybody's taken in this ball game thus far. Aloy got a pitch out over the plate and drove it the opposite field for a leadoff single.
So Aloy aboard for a second time. He was unable to move from first base back in that first inning. Now we'll see Maxwell. First delivery from Anderson. Fastball strike on the inner part, and it's 0-1. Maxwell flat out to left field to Derek Curiel, his first time up.
Maxwell has been hot in NCAA play, a .450 average entering this game.
Beautiful strike that time at 94 at the knees to get Anderson ahead 0-2.
Maxwell has 3 home runs, 8 RBI in NCAA tournament games.
Runner at first, the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Came back with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, a little up and out. Maxwell down on strikes. Kate Anderson, punch out number 2. First out of the inning here in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring Helfrich, the catcher, to home plate, the right-handed hitter. A little light comebacker to the mound, handled by Anderson back in the first frame.
That's strikeout number 165 for Cade Anderson. He is now your national strikeout leader, passing Tennessee's Liam Doyle, whose season is done.
The runner at first, and the first delivery from Anderson, a called strike. That time off speed to get ahead 0-1 to Helfrich.
Cade's got a feel for everything. He got Maxwell swinging with the high heater, then immediately comes back to lead off the next AB with a breaking ball for a strike.
Cade will check the runner at first and now bring it to the plate. That one just outside to even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hiva Malloy, much more of a base stealer than the younger brother who had not attempted one on the year, but Hiva, as we told you earlier, 8 of 11. He'll take his lead. Anderson comes to the plate. It's a bouncer towards third. Braswell quickly. Dickinson, the relay. Great stretch by Jones at first. And a second double play turn by the Tigers here tonight will do it for Arkansas in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left on. Still a 3-0 Tiger lead. We head to the top of the 5th in Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Right, your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas. Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner. Right, your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Hi, I'm Olivia, an employee at BASF in Louisiana and an LSU Tiger fan. At BASF, we are committed to producing safe and reliable products that you use every day. Through science and innovation, we develop intelligent solutions for our customers and for a sustainable future. Learn more about BASF's products and find career opportunities at basf.us/Louisiana. That's basf.us/Louisiana. BASF, we create chemistry.
Powered by People's Health. Live coverage of LSU baseball in the College World Series continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We head now to the top of the 5th inning. Tigers leading 3-0 over Arkansas here in the first game for Jay Johnson and his Fighting Tigers. After arriving in Omaha on Wednesday, they've got 3 runs on 3 hits. As they come to the plate here in the top of the 5th inning, Ethan Fry to lead it off. It'll be 2, 3, and 4. Fry, Jones, and Milam to face Gab Gackle with 4 strikeouts thus far, but he has certainly quieted the bat since taking over for starter Zach Root. First pitch to Fry. Breaking ball, strike, and it's 0-1. Ethan so far tonight, fly ball out to right and a ground ball out to the third baseman Iredale last time in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. Overhand breaking ball in for a strike. And now it's 0-2 to Ethan Fry.
So Gackle now has retired 6 of the 8 batters he's faced. He's only given up a single to Hernandez and a walk to Curiel.
The 0-2 pitch. Fry swings. A bouncing ground ball fielded by Robinette, the first baseman. Throws back a little up the line, but a great job covering it first by Gackle to record the out. Almost threw it behind him, but Gackle used the wingspan to bring it in. Fry retired on the 3-1 putout, and we'll see Jared Jones, who's gone down on strikes his first 2 plate appearances tonight.
Sometimes pitchers are really good athletes. Sometimes they're a little goofy. Gackle's a good athlete. That ball was a little bit behind him. Nice job by Robinette to move to his right and make that play on the backhand. Threw it a little behind him, as I mentioned, but Gackle athletic enough to make the catch and touch the bag, and LSU's bid for a leadoff base runner foiled.
First pitch to Jones, in for a strike. Again goes to that off-speed pitch to start him off 0-1.
So Gackle now has retired 5 consecutive hitters. Curiel, the last hitter to reach with the walk in the 3rd inning.
The 0-1. Call a strike on the outside corners. Jones tried to hold back, couldn't fully go after it. And again, quickly behind. 0-2. The 0-2 delivery to the plate. Good take by Jones. Awfully close, but ruled ball one by Jeff Head, our home plate umpire. It's now 1-2.
That was a 97-mile-an-hour heater just off the outside corner. I think Jared may have been looking slider there, maybe a little surprised on that delivery, but it just missed the plate.
Nobody on, one out. Here's the 1-2 from Gackle. And a swing and a miss. And Jones down on strikes for a third time tonight. 2 gone here in the top of the 5th, and that'll leave it up to Stephen Milam to try to extend things here.
Tigers have done a pretty good job of making Gabe Gackle work a little bit, but he's made quick work of the first 2 hitters in this inning. Now Stephen Milam's got an opportunity to try to extend things just a touch, but as we mentioned, Gackle is going to be extended here. He can throw as many as 100, 105 pitches, and there's a lot of Razorbacks in the bullpen out there in left field. None of them doing much of anything. This is very much Gabe Gackle's game right now.
And he's about halfway there right now. He's thrown 51 pitches so far after entering the game in the second inning.
Looks like we may have a communication issue or a equipment issue.
You're looking at his right cleat.
So time has been called as Gackle now making his way to the Arkansas dugout. And yeah, they were pointing down to his cleat. Maybe he's going to go change shoes. That would be a first. For me, anyway. Or maybe they're just trying to get something out. Maybe he got it stuck in the mound. They're taking a look at it now. So we've got a holding pattern here. 2 down, nobody on for the Tigers here in the top of the 5th. They lead 3-0. Gives me a chance to remind you it's the game everyone loves to play. Play Scrabble Scratch Off from the lottery. Win up to $50,000. Pick up Scrabble Scratch Off today. Must be at least 21 to purchase. The Tigers with a big second inning plated 3 runs off the starter, Zach Root. Dave Van Horn quickly out, made the change to Gackle, who is more than settled down on the mound. As Bill told you, he's been retiring Tiger batters one after another.
Looks like maybe the shoestring on his right shoe broke. So he was given a new shoestring, and he's now very meticulously restringing the shoe.
Well, we know that when quick outs get recorded, that's when Jay Johnson will generally call that offensive timeout. He's already used one. He's only got one left. He wasn't going to use one here for the Milan bat. He gets one indirectly here as Gackle's got to relace the kicks. So Cade Anderson will get a chance to catch his breath down there in the dugout a little bit.
Yeah, who knows? This may work to LSU's advantage. Maybe throw Gackle off his rhythm a little bit.
I can't recall seeing a pitcher leave the mound to go relace his shoes. I don't recall that, but that's exactly what's happened here. Now he's done that. He climbs the steps, and he's headed back out onto the mound.
I tell you, my late grandfather, he could fix this quick. Velcro shoes. You don't have to worry about it.
So they're showing Gackle's delivery on the telecast right now, and he drags his right foot when he throws, and he probably puts so much pressure on the laces there against the dirt that they break.
So it looks like he's laced up. And Stephen Milam ready to dig in. Again, the switch hitter will bat from the left side against the right-handed hitting Gackle. Milam down on strikes on a couple of occasions already tonight. Trying to change he and the Tigers' fortune here in the top of the 5th inning. First delivery. Skips off the dish, ball 1, 1-0.
On the year entering tonight's game, Milam hitting .301 against right-handed pitchers as a lefty hitter.
Gackle's 1-0 delivery. Just missed the top of the shoe tops of Milam, the left-hander. Now 2-0.
Milam's got the custom cleats going. A lot of different colors, a lot of different designs. Got the tiger paw on them. Got one pink laces, one blue laces.
Gackle's 2-0 delivery. Hit in the air, base hit center field. Milam with his first hit of the College World Series, and he will extend the top of the 5th inning with a 2-out single.
very clearly LSU's best swing of the ball game. Milam took control of the count, got ahead, and got a pitch he could handle. That ball left the bat at 107 miles an hour, line drive right up the chute. LSU didn't get a 3-spot there in the second, but they got a couple of walks, a bunt single, and a flare single. That was the first real solid contact of the ball game for LSU.
Absolutely. And Gackel, after the shoestring incident, threw 2 balls and then threw a pitch over the plate that Milam smashed into center field. So see if Luis can get a good swing on it as well.
Hernandez stands in. He's reached base twice tonight. Once by walk and scored. And had the single left stranded in the third. He'll swing and miss at a breaking ball off speed, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Luis was looking to ambush a fastball there, just getting out on that front foot, and then Gackel spun the slider, and he missed it badly. Not a bad approach.
Milam short lead off of first as Gackel, the right-hander, comes set. He'll peer over the shoulder. And now fire to the plate. That one a strike at the belt. And now Hernandez behind in the count 0-2. It's a 3-0 LSU lead. All 3 runs coming in the top of the second inning. Since then, we've had a pitcher's duel between Tigers starter Kate Anderson and Arkansas reliever Gabe Gackel. 2 outs and an 0-2 count. Pitch to Hernandez. Launched in the air left field. Coming in, Davallon on the run. He's got it. And the Tigers are done in the top of the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. It's a 3-0 Tiger lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th here in Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for You on our mobile app or at albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
A lot of life can happen between sips of Dasani. You know, the life moments, big and small, that are worth getting thirsty for. Like organizing a family movie night under the stars. Or hearing an old favorite song and having an impromptu dance party. Or finding a new dinner recipe that the whole family loves. The crisp, clean taste of Dasani was made for all of life's thirst-worthy moments. Dasani, because life happens between sips.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Coverage continues from Omaha in the College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Still a 3-0 LSU lead. Bottom of the 5th inning. Arkansas coming to the plate. We'll have Kei Morimoto, Cam Kojal, and Brent Iredale. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the order to face Kate Anderson. Anderson so far, 4 innings of work, giving up 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Loy batting for the second time. Aboard on a base on balls back in the second inning. Fans, Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU athletics. Kei Morimoto digs in. First pitch from Anderson. Fastball missed outside. It's 1-0.
This ballpark defense is so critical because it's tough to score runs, and LSU's infield turned a pair of 5-4-3 double plays to get Kate Anderson out of innings.
1-0 pitch. That one they'll say missed. 2-0 the count.
Good pitch that time by Anderson, 94. Just missing according to umpire Jeff Head.
2-0 delivery. Catches the outer black. Make it 2-1 now. The count to Aloy.
Kate's done a good job of driving that fastball to the lower portion of the strike zone for strikes. He's getting ahead of Arkansas hitters. He's really been good early in this game.
2-1 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner as Aloy couldn't fully commit to a swing, and it evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. LSU's defense playing well back on the infield. Anderson, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Kate Anderson, punch out number 3, and Eloy retired. 1 out to start the bottom of the 5th inning.
Just an excellent pitch there. Got the 2 strikes against Eloy, who's a dangerous hitter, and spun that breaking ball hard. Just a wave over the top of it there from the Arkansas DH.
It's amazing how well Cade has developed since he's been at LSU. He was a stud in high school, of course, but relied mostly on his fastball. But now he's a legitimate 4-pitch pitcher.
Cam Kojal, the second baseman, takes the first offering from Anderson. Missed inside with a breaking ball, and it's 1-0.
Well, every ace's journey is different. Alex Lang was ready the second he stepped on campus.
1-0 pitch. Little bouncer towards second. Dickinson having to charge in. Takes it on the short hop. Bobbled it momentarily. Throws to first just in time for out number 2.
Daniel Dickinson's making things interesting over there in the early portion of this game, but he's gotten the outs. That's the beauty of playing second base. You don't always have to field it perfectly cleanly. He didn't earlier in the game, didn't that time. Did not panic, and just made a strong throw on the money.
Again, we mentioned the infield playing very deep. In fact, their back heels was on the outfield grass, so Dickinson had a couple of challenges. One, get to the baseball in time with a speedy Kojal burning up the line, and then bobbled the ball out of the glove, but luckily right up and into the glove again. He got it to the transfer hand and made the plays. Now we'll see Brent Iredale with 2 down. First pitch from Anderson, a called strike. It's 0-1. This one comes right back. Fastball makes it 0-2 quickly with 2 down and nobody on.
He's in a rhythm right now. He wants the baseball and he wants to get rid of it again. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Iredale hit into one of those 5-4-3 double plays back in the second. 0-2 pitch. Missed away. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Iredale, batting .287, .250 on the year with 2 outs in the inning. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 LSU leads. This one just missed the outside corner, not by much, but it evens a count now to Iredale, 2-2.
Anderson not getting a lot of help just off that outside corner. Those are good pitches. They're good take by the Hog hitters and just off the plate.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Iredale. Couple of strikeouts for Kate Anderson in the frame, giving 4 on the night. And again, Arkansas goes quietly. No runs, no hits, nobody touches base. We head to the top of the 6th with the Tigers on top 3-0. It'll be Curiel, Dickinson, and Stanfield, 6, 7, and 8 in the order when we return to Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
Join the school with a winning track record in education. With LSU Online and Continuing Education, choose from over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses designed to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from anywhere, with flexible learning options tailored to your needs. You'll call the plays. Start your journey to success today at online.lsu.edu.
Hey Tiger fans, no game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Back to Omaha and LSU Fighting Tiger baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Derek Curiel will lead it off for LSU. Top of the 6th inning with the Tigers leading Arkansas 3-0. Day 2, Game 2 of the College World Series. Gabe Gackle's first pitch, a called strike to Curiel to start him off 0-1. Derek tonight board on 2 walks. He scored back in the 2nd inning when the Tigers plated those 3 runs. Gackle's 0-1 pitch. Almost caught Curiel in the foot. Bounced inside and low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 20th time LSU's made their way to the College World Series. And got to tell you guys, looking at the crowd, we don't have the entire vantage point, but we get most of the grandstand and out in left and right field. I don't think the entire purple and gold caravan has made their way to Omaha just yet. Although there are plenty here and there are plenty in town. Pitch from Gackle. Again, low and inside. Moves the count 2-1 to Derek Curiel. And of course, I do understand the last couple of days been some canceled flights and some weather-related issues that even met a couple of Tiger fans as Curiel, a little soft bouncer, Aloy charging in. The throw to first. A little off balance, but he gets it over to Robinette in time to retire Curiel 6-3 for the first out of the inning. Actually ran into a couple of fans earlier today. Missed on 2 flight opportunities. Wow. Eventually just jumped in the car and made the trip up here.
Ben McDonald was on Facebook yesterday posting he missed his first flight, got canceled, and then he got on the flight from New Orleans to Houston. They flew all the way near Houston, but the weather wouldn't let him land, so they flew him back to New Orleans, back on the ground where they started. He had to come the next day.
Daniel Dickinson swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Daniel laid down the bunt for a single and scored a run in the second, aboard on a fielder's choice back in the third, beating out the double play attempt. The 0-1 ground ball going to be fielded at third over there by Iredale. He'll throw across the diamond in time for out number 2. So Dickinson retired. A couple of quick ground outs.
Iredale spiked that one from third base. The ball short hopped the first baseman. But a really good play by Reese Robinette over there at first to pick it cleanly and avoid the air. Arkansas leads the country in fielding percentage, and that was a sloppy throw over by the third baseman on an easy play. But great job by Iredale to pick it. Now Jay Johnson wants to have a word because those 2 outs were a little quick for his liking.
So Gackle now has retired 12 of the 15 batters he's faced since entering the game with 2 outs in the second inning. The only hitters to reach base were Hernandez, who singled in the third, followed by a Curiel walk. And then Milam singled in the fifth, but otherwise the Tigers have not been able to make any real headway against Gabe Gackle.
He's got 63 pitches in the game, and as you kind of do the math and look up at the scoreboard with 2 outs in the sixth, it's very reasonable to suggest that at this pace he could finish this game for Arkansas, which when you take your pitcher out in the second inning, you feel like you might have to chew a lot of bullpen. The way it looks right now, they may not have to. It's LSU's job to change that.
This might make you feel a little bit better. He's thrown 63 pitches. Kate Anderson, 62. Stanfield stands in. First delivery, a strike at the knees from Gackle, and it's 0-1.
That does make me feel better. Thank you, Chris.
Figured it would. Stanfield drove in a run with a base hit to left field back in the second inning. Popped up foul territory his last at bat. This time Gackle takes plenty off in the off-speed pitch, in for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now to Stanfield with 2 down and nobody on. Gackle's 0-2 delivery. Missed outside, make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. That fastball just off the plate, a little low.
Felt like we were headed for this type of game just because of the ballpark and the weather conditions with the wind blowing in and fresh pitching staffs. It was just going to be tough to get runs tonight.
1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 outs. Stanfield stays away. Another pitch low and outside. We're leaving it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And again, you have the first game jitters, anxiety. Again, now that we're in the top of the 6th, probably gotten rid of a lot of that, but tend to see a little more offense based on weather conditions as that one missed low. If you get lucky here with a stadium that's positioned southeast, but also you get a little more used to the environment, get a couple of games under your belt. So I'm with you. Not surprised that we've got a low-scoring affair with these 2 and these 3 pitchers we've seen so far. There's a swing and a miss, and Stanfield down on strikes for the first time as Gabe Gackle again retires another Tiger hitter, this time for his 6th punch-out of the night. Tigers go quietly in the top of the 6th. They lead 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 8-9 top of the order due up for the Razorbacks when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car.
It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
The powerhouse in the 2025 College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with Cintas. Just visit Cintas.com. Get ready for the workday. Well, we mentioned it from the outset of tonight's broadcast. A couple of days here in Omaha, Bill, to take in the sights and sounds. I know you went with the team to the zoo here in Omaha under the lights at nighttime. But now it's all about business moving forward, starting tonight. LSU leading 3-0. How was the zoo at night?
The zoo at night was very comfortable. Temperatures were great. There's a beautiful setting. There weren't a whole lot of animals out at that time of the evening. However, we did see a huge family of elephants, mom, dads, and baby elephants, and that was impressive.
Well, animals got to sleep too, Bill.
Yeah.
This one fouled back. Reese Robinette leads it off for Arkansas. Cade Anderson back out there. Starts his 6th inning of work, and it's 0-1 to Robinette, who lined out soft liner to Milam at shortstop his first time up. Foul this one towards the seats left side, and it's quickly 0-2 now to Robinette.
But your point, Chris, reminds me of the fact that Jay Johnson, now in his 4th time here as a head coach, knows exactly how to prepare a team for the College World Series, knows exactly how to use these days leading up to the first game.
The 0-2 just missed away to the left-handed hitting Robinette. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count.
Team practiced at Creighton on Wednesday, here in Schwab on Thursday, and at UNO on Friday.
1-2 delivery, misses a little high. That'll make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. I've said for at least 3 years now, Jay Johnson could retire when he wants to and write a book on how to prepare for a game, whether it's at home, on the road, or here in Omaha. This pitch misses high, and after getting ahead 0-2, Anderson now has worked the count full to Robinette.
Big pitch right here. Robinette at the 8-hole. You got ahead of him 0-2. You've got to finish this AB if you're Cade.
Payoff delivery. Robinette sends one high and deep to right field, and this one is gone. Robinette, his 3rd home run of the year, runs into that one, and Arkansas is on the board with a solo shot here in the bottom of the 6th from maybe one of the least likely candidates in Robinette in the 8-hole, but the Hogs kept the lead 3-1.
You're going to hit a home run in this ballpark with these wind conditions. You're going to have to hug one of the lines, and Robinette got a 3-2 fastball up in the strike zone, and he pulled it down into the LSU bullpen. That's the route out of here, and Robinette found it, and the Hog fans woken up a little bit. They're calling him now.
It's the least likely means by which you would have thought Arkansas would score its first run. The 3rd home run of the season for Reese Robinette. Now, Cade has given up a lot of homers this year. That's the 15th home run he's allowed this season.
So the batter in the 8th spot gets the solo home run. Now Thomas Jr., the center field, batting 9th in the order, who had a fly ball out to Curiel in left back in the 3rd, will stand in. The first pitch from Anderson, a called strike. Here's the 0-1. Ooh, just missed again. That'll make it 1-1.
He is just pumping fastballs just off that outside corner. He's not getting that call. It's a great pitch. It's just not quite over the outside.
1-1 brings it inside to the right-hander. Swing and a miss, and that'll get Anderson ahead 1-2. Nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. It's now a 3-1 game with that solo shot from Robinette. The 1-2. Thomas stays away, misses outside. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, not a bad 1-2 pitch, just a better take by Thomas at the plate. Anderson looks in. The left-hander winds. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 94, right at the thighs, a little lower around the kneecaps. Thomas retired. That'll be strikeout number 5. So Anderson responds like champions do. Gives up the solo home run, comes back up with a swing and a miss strikeout.
You said it. That had to be jarring to Cade for the 8-hole hitter who hasn't really shown a lot of power this year to pump one out of this ballpark into that wind. But he did come back and get the next guy, and that's what you've got to do. LSU's still in a great spot in this ball game. You got the guy on the mound you want, and a great response now as the top of the order comes up.
Dive-Ⅰ 0 for 2 on the night. They'll peel down to third on a pitch low and inside. Dive-Ⅰ held back. 1 ball, no strikes. Dive-Ⅰ, a fly ball out to left in the first. Grounded out to Daniel Dickinson at second base. Back in the third inning. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He wanted that one, couldn't find it. Evens the count 1-1.
A little bit of an over-aggressive hack there from Dive-Ⅰ. That's a 1-0 breaking ball that may not have been a strike, and he took a really aggressive cut. That's not the pitch you want to swing at, 1-0, but we will certainly take it.
Here's the 1-1 from Anderson. Just missed the outer, or rather inside black of the plate. Now 2-1.
Dive-Ⅰ 0 for 2 tonight against Anderson, but he is still hitting .456 against lefty pitching.
2-1 pitch. On a strike across the plate. Anderson evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's that slider. That's been the difference maker for him all season long. We'll see if he can find another one here to retire Dive-Ⅰ.
2-2 delivery, ground ball. Going over is Jones. Now a race to the bag, and the Bear wins it. Gets to first base in time to record the second out of the inning.
That's great awareness from Jared Jones. He had to go backhand that ball, and Cade was late getting off the mound. He did not go early enough, and he may have had trouble winning that race to the bag if Jones was going to toss it. Instead, Jared Jones saw that and made the move to go take it himself and was able to get the big out there. Good job by Jared Jones defensively.
And it's a good point as well that Hunt points out. That wasn't an easy ground ball to get, number 1. With his back to the first base bag with a backhand pick, still wins the race. Aloy to the plate. First delivery outside corner to the right-hander makes it no balls, 1 strike. aboard on a walk in the first, had a solid single to the alley in right center, cut off by Stanfield back in the 4th.
Getting Dive-Ⅰ was just a huge out there because you just didn't want to bring Aloy up as the tying run. He's the most powerful bat in this lineup and didn't want to deal with him as the tying run.
1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down. 3-1 LSU leads. Anderson fires. And Aloy sends this one foul into the seats, upper level right side. And that'll put Cade ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans, things are certainly heating up down in South Louisiana. But remember, whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice. Check them out online at slowmeltice.com. SLOMELTICE.com. The pitch to Aloy. Low and inside from Anderson. Evens a count 2-2.
Derek Curiel exceptionally deep in left field against the powerful Aloy. Chris Stanfield shading him into the alley after seeing that single that Aloy hit the other way in his last at bat.
2 outs, nobody on. Another 2-2 and a foul off the bat of Aloy. Slow roller to the Arkansas dugout, third base side.
Anderson's pitch count now at 83 as he works with 2 outs in the 6th inning.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Aloy. Pitch to the right-hander low. That will fill the count 3-2.
That was a changeup. Tried to get Aloy to chase it. He wasn't having it. So again, the 3rd full count offering in this inning for Cade Anderson.
Another payoff pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3. Aloy will turn about face and head to the dugout. Cade Anderson with a huge punch out there. He gives up the solo shot to right field. Arkansas on the board. They get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave nobody on. We go to the top of the 7th here in Omaha. Tigers leading 3-1. Tigers will have Braswell, top of the order, Josh Pearson, and Ethan Fry after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans. Need funds to help with your financial situation? Republic Finance is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and has served the SEC area since 1952. Check out our loan options to see how we may help you. Visit a local branch or get pre-qualified online at republicfinance.com/tigers. Not all consumers are eligible to apply online. Secured loans are available exclusively in branch and have collateral and insurance requirements. Standard loan terms, rates, and fees apply based on your state. All loans are subject to approval pursuant to standard underwriting criteria. Not all consumers will qualify. For more information, call 833-907-1737.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
It's go time. The most sought-after pregame ticket in Baton Rouge can be yours with Revelry, the gold standard of full-service tailgating. Grab your lucky jersey and hat. We'll handle all the rest. Let our winning team take care of your team. Stand right up and roar for more. Tigers that snooze, lose. So reserve your turnkey space for football season while they last. Revelry, the official tailgate partner of LSU Athletics. Visit revelryteam.com today. It's go time.
Back to live coverage of the LSU Fighting Tigers in the 2025 College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Powered by People's Health.
We now have a 3-1 ball game. LSU leading over Arkansas. Start the latter innings here on a Saturday evening. Again, sun doesn't go down here until right around 9:30 Central Time, so got plenty of sunshine. Again, a little bit of sun on the center field grass here at Charles Schwab Field. Michael Braswell to lead it off against Gabe Gackel, and the first delivery from Gackel looks like most of the others, a called strike, and it's 0-1. That was pitch number 70 for Gackel out of the bullpen, called upon early after trouble for Arkansas starter Zach Root back in that second inning when the Tigers played at 3. Braswell going to swing, lifts it high in the air, down the line in right. Logan Maxwell going to run over, but it runs out of room. Into the seats it goes, out of play, and it's now 0-2 to Braswell. We mentioned a lot of foul territory until you get to the final 20 feet down both left and right field. It tightens up maybe only about, what do you say, Bill, 5 to 8 feet between the foul line and the side wall.
And as we look out there towards that foul ground, 2 Arkansas relievers up and tossing some baseballs in the bullpen. I'd welcome either one into the ball game at this point.
Here's the 0-2 to Braswell. That's a called strike 3. The fastball at the knees from Gackel. That will be his 7th strikeout. And the leadoff hitter retired here to start the top of the 7th. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
Back to the top of the order, Josh Pearson comes to the plate. Josh 0 for 3 on the day. Did draw a fielder's choice to get a board back in the second. Drove in a run as he beat out a ground ball.
A right-hander and a lefty warming in Arkansas's bullpen.
The 0-1 from Gackel. Swing and a miss by Pearson.
If Gackel shows no signs of any fatigue at all, Christian Fouch is the right-hander in the pen. Cole Gibbler, the lefty for Arkansas.
And the Razorbacks with 2 strikes on the left hand and hitting Pearson will move to the extreme shift to the right of the diamond. And Pearson will swing and miss. Down on strikes goes Pearson. 2 gone. We'll see Ethan Fry again try to keep it going here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, with LSU now leading by just 2 runs, 3-1. Fans, don't let AC outages keep you on the bench this summer. Text the words home run to 31996. Get your $59 AC system check from AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Fry stands in, also 0 for 3 in the 2 spot of the order. First pitch fastball still firm at 94 for a strike from Gackel. It's 0-1.
It's jarring to see Dave Van Horn come out in the second inning and pull his ace, but this has been exactly what he had in mind when he did it.
Gackel takes a little extra time here, looks in. Now the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
5 innings now for Gackel. No runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. for the right-hander.
The 1-1. Fry stays away, loaded the bat, but held back. Pitch was up, make it 2-1.
I think just off the plate away, and we know that Jeff Hett's just not giving any inches off of that outside corner to right-handed hitters.
Again, just missed off the outside. Fry stayed away once again to make it 3-1. So a hitter's count here for Fry. Looking for his first knock of the College World Series after being on a tear down the backstretch of the regular season and into the postseason. The 3-1. Strike on the inside corner. Fry thought it was ball 4, but he'll step back quickly. And now a full count, 3-2.
That was close. I might have had that one a ball off the inside corner, but Jeff Hett disagreed. We'll take another look at it. It's that breaking ball, and I don't think that was a strike.
3-2 pitch. That's a called strike 3. Gackle comes back with a fastball, and now Arkansas scoring that 1 run in the bottom of the 6th. Gackle keeps the momentum. He strikes out the side here in the top of the 7th. Still a 3-1 LSU lead. We go now to the bottom of the 7th. Already time for the 7th inning stretch in Game 2 of Day 2 of the College World Series. 3-1 Tigers lead. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
The 7th inning stretch, presented by Coushatta Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet. Now, back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
A dangerous part of the order for Arkansas coming up. Back the heart of the order for the Hogs, starting Maxwell, Helfrich, and Aloy. 3, 4, and 5 as Anderson delivers the first pitch to Maxwell for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Maxwell so far, a fly ball out to left. Strikeout victim to Anderson last time in the 4th. The 0-1 misses outside. That'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Tigers 3 runs on 4 Bingo Pest Product base hits. Arkansas with 1 run on 2 hits. It was a Robinette solo home run in the bottom of the 6th. To right field. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, slow bouncer towards first. Jones going to glove it and quickly get over to the bag, unassisted for out number 1. So Maxwell retired for a 3rd time tonight. That will bring the catcher, Helfrich, to the plate.
I'll tell you what, that was not an easy play. Jones had to pick that up on the short hop, and he showed some really soft hands there to scoop that on the run with the toughest hop you can grab, that really short in-between hop. And he gloved it with that big first baseman mitt, took it himself to first base. That was a nice infield play by Jared Jones.
Second solid play we've seen from the Tiger first baseman thus far. Pitch missed away to Ryder Helfrich. Helfrich grounded out to the pitcher Anderson in the 1st and hit into one of 2 double plays back in the 4th. Again, a 5-4-3 variety. Both of them tonight turned by LSU. Pitch from Anderson, low and outside. Now quickly, 2 balls, no strikes to Ryder Helfrich.
Talk about the dimensions of the ballpark and the wind all you want as to why it's hard to score runs here. We could play this at Lindsey Nelson Stadium in Knoxville, Wrigley Field with the wind blowing out. The way these two guys are pitching, that's why there's not a lot of runs on the board. These guys have been awesome.
2-0 pitch, fouled straight back into the backstop. That'll make it 2-1.
6 1/3 innings now for Cade Anderson. 1 run on 2 hits. He's walked 2, struck out 6. He's thrown 90 pitches, or make it 91 now.
Pitch to the plate again, just off the outside corner. We'll make it 3 balls, 1 strike now to Helfrich.
Tigers do now have activity in their bullpen. Cooper Williams, the lefty, Chase Shores, the right-hander, have begun throwing.
3-1 delivery and a swing and a miss. Breaking ball, off balance was Helfrich. That'll fill the count 3-2.
Great pitch there from Cade. It's a breaking ball nowhere near the plate, but you had a hitter that was dead red on the fastball, and he just had no chance.
Payoff delivery and a ground ball to first. Jones again behind the bag, gloves it. He'll step on the bag. 2 gone.
Good fortune there for LSU. That ball was cued off the end of the bat. It looked like it was going to go foul, but it just stayed inside the line, and that was an easier play for Jared Jones, who could make the play and step on the bag.
Certainly had some English on it down that first base line, but Bear in perfect position. He was going to use the body if need be if he got a tough spin, but didn't have to. So now with 2 gone, Kei Morimoto, younger brother, DH for the Razorbacks, aboard on a walk in the second, was struck out by Anderson last time in the 5th inning. Nobody on, 2 outs, a 3-1 LSU lead, and Aloy will launch this one towards the seats down the line and right out of play. It starts him off. No balls, 1 strike. Fans serving the world's best baby back ribs, fresh seafood, Cajun-inspired comfort food. It's TJ Ribs, located right there in the capital city at 2324 South Acadian Thruway. The 0-1, foul back towards us to our right. And now Anderson again, working comfortably ahead. 0-2 the count to Kei Morimoto.
No Razorback has struck out more than Kei Morimoto this season. See if Kei can punch him out here.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 0-2. Inside, missing, ball 1.
Cade approaching that 100 pitch mark now. Still has good velocity on his fastball. The prior pitch to Aloy was at 93.
One ball, 2 strikes, a 3-1 LSU lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Anderson's pitch. He went around, fooled him. Pitch down in the dirt, and Aloy with a 3/4 swing down on strikes. Strikeout number 7 for Cade Anderson. And Arkansas with no runs, no hits, and nobody on base. We have played 7 complete here at Charles Schwab Field in Omaha. We head to the top of the 8th, a 3-1 LSU lead. Tigers have the meat of the order presented by 44 Farms coming up. Jared Jones to lead it off, followed by Stephen Milam and Luis Hernandez after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Looking to make your next corporate event, church festival, or school field day the best one yet? Well, look no further than Grayson's Events and Entertainment. They have it all, from carnival rides to mechanical bulls, inflatables, and much more. They truly are your one-stop shop for all your party and event rental needs. Give them a call at 225-436-6520 and use promo code RADIO25 on your next order at Grayson'sEventsEntertainment.com. Louisiana's best event specialist. You won't be disappointed.
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers.
Go in the booth with Facebook and YouTube Live. Fighting Tiger Baseball from the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Jared Jones to start it off here in the top of the 8th inning, and the first pitch, a breaking ball fouled off the bat of Jones down the third base line, and it's 0-1. Jared tonight, 3 strikeouts, all swinging. Zach Root got Jared back in the first, and Gackel, that nasty breaking ball, struck him out once in the third and again last time in the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. Off speed, out in front swinging is Jones, and it's quickly 0-2.
Tigers have not had the leadoff man on in this game. See if Jared can somehow change that here.
I believe that breaking ball coming here. We'll see. The 0-2 from Gackel. And indeed, a foul tip. Maybe that cutter again. And in the mid of Helfrich, and again, Jones down on strikes for a 4th time tonight.
That's just an elite slider. It just is. It's one of the best in the country. Gackel can really spin it. It's tight, it's sharp, and it dives away from the barrel. Jared did tip that one, but it went right back into the catcher's mitt. Tough night for the Bear.
Gackel now has 5 consecutive strikeouts, and he's retired 8 in a row.
Well, Milam's got one of LSU's 4 hits tonight. Came back in the 5th inning, though left stranded. He struck out a couple of times prior to that. As he stands in now. And Gackel fires. And it skips off the top of the plate for ball 1.
I'd again like to talk to somebody in the Charlotte 49ers baseball program to understand how they got this guy for 10 hits and 9 runs in 3 innings back in February. That just seems impossible with the stuff he's got. He's really good.
My guess is they would tell you, Hunt, we don't have a clue. Here's the 1-0. Milam swings towards the alley, right center field. It's going to get down on one hop. Handled by Maxwell. He bobbled it momentarily, and Milam sliding in safely at second base with a 1-out double. Milam again, his second back-to-back hit in at-bats. Milam with double number 13 on the year, and a nice little boost there against Gackel to see if LSU can make some hay.
Chris, that was an awesome baseball play. Milam smoked that ball in the gap, and Maxwell got caught in between, and he got lucky that he got his glove on it on the short hop. That ball probably should have gotten by him, but he gloved it, and Milam was looking at him as he rounded first, and Maxwell dropped the ball, and Steven never stopped and sprinted into second base and got that extra 90 feet. That's a great baseball play there by Steven Milam.
So again, Gackel, 84 pitches thrown. We'll get a visit now from pitching coach Matt Hobbs for Arkansas. He'll bring the Razorback infield in and talk it over. Gives me a chance again to remind you, with the summer months coming up in South Louisiana, don't let air conditioner outages keep you on the bench. Just text the words home run to 31996 and get a $59 AC system check from AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Here we are, top of the 8th inning, 3-1 LSU lead in this battle of heavyweights in the College World Series. Comes in day 2 of the tournament.
It appears as if the official score is considering ruling that a single for Milam and an error on Maxwell, allowing him to advance to second base. We'll see how they finally do score it.
The scoreboard went ahead and gave Milam the hit, but again, the official score has yet to rule. We'll wait and see.
And they do now give him a double, so double all the way for Steven.
I think that's the right call.
Yep. So now we'll see Luis Hernandez with a runner at second. Tigers have been without much to show for since that top of the 2nd inning. That first pitch to Hernandez, a called strike to make it 0-1. So now with Milam in scoring position and 1 out, must find a way to get him home. 3-1. Rather, I should say the 0-1 to Hernandez. Good take. He watched it miss away, and it's 1-1.
I think this run would be obviously so big on the scoreboard, as you're alluding to, but I think it would be big mentally against Arkansas. You feel like you've gotten close. You're close to maybe getting Cade Anderson out of the game with the pitch count climbing, and if LSU adds here, it would just be so big.
Gackel looks back to second. Now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, make it 2-1 now to Hernandez.
Gackel's really featuring that slider right now. We know it's his best pitch, and he's not going to get beat on something that's not his best pitch right now, so he's thrown 3 in a row to Luis.
This is now Gackel's longest outing in about 2 months.
2-1 delivery. Hernandez swings, pops it up. Catcher Helfrich, a couple of steps from home plate, now gets behind the plate and makes the play for the second out.
Helfrich's one of the best defensive catchers in college baseball. His specialty is framing pitches. He's excellent at stealing some balls just off the plate, but that was a nice play right there. And we may have the end of Gabe Gackel's night here as Dave Van Horn has emerged from the bullpen. He's got one of the best left-handed freshmen in the country, and I think it's going to be time to see him.
Gibbler is the likely candidate here, and Van Horn has made the call.
So a 3-1 ball game with 2 outs now in the top of the 8th. Tigers do have Milam aboard. He had the 1-out double to right center. But the Arkansas Razorbacks and their skipper Dave Van Horn make another pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Give you the numbers on the new pitcher and get back to action. It's a 3-1 LSU lead, top of the 8th. Runner at second for the Tigers with 2 down when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Winning isn't everything. Wait, excuse me, read that wrong. Winning is everything. Hancock Whitney Bank is supporting today's action because we love to see people win. And we're supporting you with knowledge and support because we want to see you win too. Your business, your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. The right bank makes all the difference. How can we help you win? Visit HancockWhitney.com to find out. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Coverage continues from Omaha in the College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU here in their opening game of the College World Series, put 3 runs up on the board in the top of the 2nd inning. Arkansas would make the move, go to Gabe Gackler, their reliever, in place of the starter Zach Root. He shut things down after that 2nd inning. Cade Anderson has been brilliant once again in a starting role for the Tigers. And now Arkansas, with LSU threatening for the first time since that 2nd inning, with Milam at 1-out double to right center standing at second base. They'll call upon Cole Gibbler, freshman left-hander, to face at the plate Derek Curiel. So a couple of freshmen who have had tremendous seasons, Bill, and tell us what we can expect from Gibbler.
Gibbler, 53 strikeouts in just 27 2/3 innings.
First pitch to Curiel, a swing and a miss to make it 0-1.
It's a vanishing slider from Gibbler. He doesn't throw exceptionally hard as a freshman left-hander, but he's got one of the best sliders in college baseball.
He's giving up just a .210 opponent batting average.
Curiel 0 for 1, has been aboard twice by way of walk and scored a run. The 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2 now, the count to Curiel with Milam down at second base. Runs coming at a premium. That's the understatement of the night.
Gibbler's last 4 outings against elite offenses, LSU, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Tennessee again. 9 innings, no runs, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks.
Here's the 0-2 to Curiel. Launched in the air, going to be a base hit. Gets down and left. They're going to send the runner Milam. The throw from Davalon cut off, and Curiel delivers the RBI single with an 0-2 count to left field. Milam scores, and it's now 4-1 LSU.
I just can't tell you how good a hitter Derek Curiel is. I can't even put it into words. That's technically the job here, I guess. But 0-2 against a guy who just doesn't give up runs. And he's been looking foolish on 2 sliders. He gets another one and just rips a single into left heel to plate the run. The throw came in from left, and the catcher, Helfrich, is incensed that it got cut off. He thought they had a chance to get Milam at the plate, but it was cut off by the third baseman.
Helfrich was not happy at all with Ardale on that decision.
That'll get Daniel Dickinson to the plate here with Curiel down at first, again with 2 outs. First pitch from Gibbler, a called strike. And it's 0-1, a lefty on righty matchup here. 4-1, the Tigers now lead, back up by 3 runs late in this one, here in the top of the 8th. Gibbler checks the runner over at first, now fires to the plate, and Dickinson out in front early, fouls it down the third base line and falls behind in the count. 0-2. Fans, you can help shape the future of medicine with Velocity Clinical Research. Participants can receive compensation, access new potential medicines, and get free study-related exams. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. Runner at first, 2 down. An 0-2 count to Dickinson. The pitch. Foul tipped, and again, Helfrich is about as good as anybody in the country. Holds on to the foul tip for the strikeout as Gibbler gives up the run after coming in, but again gets the strikeout. The Tigers, though, back up by 3 runs, 4-1. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, Cade Anderson picks up the baseball. He'll be on the bump to start it. Arkansas will have 6, 7, and 8 in their order, 2 up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana, it's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights, visit our incredible museums, and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues. Born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
Every pitch of the LSU Fighting Tigers in the College World Series. Hear it here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU gets back a very important run there in the top of the 8th inning. They led early 3-0. Arkansas with a solo shot in the 6th made it 3-1, but LSU with Stephen Milam had 1-out double, and eventually Derek Curiel on an 0-2 count deposits a base hit to left field. It scores Milam. It's 4-1 now as Arkansas comes to the plate. Cam Koziel will lead it off, the second baseman tonight, 0 for 2, and he fouls the first pitch off, a little dribbler, third base line, and it's 0-1 as Anderson set to deliver his 100th pitch. He does, and it's slapped to right field. Pearson will take it on 2 bounces, and Koziel, the leadoff hitter, aboard with a solid base hit to right.
And that was pitch number 100, as you said. Koziel was all over it. That's as good a contact as Arkansas has had all night. Certainly Robinette's home run was hit well. Aloy's single earlier in the game to right center was hit well. That left the bat at 111 miles an hour. It was scorched by the Arkansas second baseman.
I want to update you. There is activity down in the LSU bullpen. Some toiling. We'll wait and see if there's any throwing. And now Jay Johnson on his way out. So we've seen some arms warming down there over the last 20 minutes or so. And trying to get a number for you. We got a number of fact, Bill, looks like two up and throwing.
He's got Anthony Ianson actually down there. Chase Shores and Cooper Williams were both throwing earlier.
And it will look like
Shores.
Yeah, they're going to make a move. So Chase Shores is going to be called upon out of the bullpen here. Nobody out, and a runner at first for Arkansas. LSU leading 4-1. So the Tigers make a pitching change, powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. And get ready. Shores makes his way to the bump. Kate Anderson going to hand him the baseball, and Tiger fans are going to get to their feet in honor of another solid performance for Kate Anderson, and here it goes. So Anderson's night is done. The runner at first, his responsibility. But Chase Shore is going to try to come in and keep it a 4-1 LSU lead. We'll take a timeout, return to Omaha in a moment on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to mix something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
Back to Omaha and LSU Fighting Tiger baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Big right-hander Chase Shore is going to take over on the mound for LSU. Coming in relief of Kate Anderson, who had another spectacular night in his debut here in the 2025 College World Series. Arkansas trailing LSU 4-1. Kojo with a leadoff single to right. He'll be at first. And Shore's first delivery to Brent Iredale gets away from Hernandez to the backstop. It goes, and Arkansas will now have its first runner outside of that solo shot. Bill reach second base.
Chase Shores has been effective as a reliever over the second half of the season. The big 6'8" right-hander out of Midland, Texas, called upon in a high leverage situation here.
So 1-0, he starts off Brent Iredale. 1-0 pitch missed low and away for ball 2, 2-0. Again, the fastball, no question about that. Going to be up near the century mark, at times over the century mark. But you got to find the strike zone. Runner at second now for Arkansas with nobody out. The 2-0 pitch. That one a called strike. Got that one at 99. That'll make it 2-1 now to count to Iredale, who tonight hit into a double play back in the second. That was a strikeout victim to Anderson back in the fifth inning. Kozel takes his lead off of second. Shores comes set. The 2-1 pitch. Hit foul into the seats right side, upper deck. It's now 2-2.
A little surprised at that early hook there from Jay Johnson with Kate Anderson at 100 pitches. We know he's gone over the century mark plenty of times this season. This is some real trust in Chase Shores here. We've asked questions all year about the middle of this LSU bullpen and who's going to step up. No bigger spot in the season than this one for the big right-hander.
Nobody out, runner at second. Iredale awaits. Shores, 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Fastball. Paints the outside corner like Renoir, and down on strikes goes Iredale, and Shores comes in fans the first batter he faces.
It was an inauspicious start. Spiked a breaking ball to the backstop and then threw a ball, but then came back with the good stuff after that. And that's 100 miles an hour right by Brett Iredale. If you get that, Chase Shores, you're in business if you're LSU. That's the guy we saw last weekend slam the door on West Virginia and get LSU to this spot.
Just perfect location on the outside portion of the plate by Shores. Absolutely nothing Iredale could do.
Reese Robinette, he's 1 for 2, and that one was pretty loud. Solo shot to right field. Tries to lay back on this fastball at 101 and fouls it into the seats left side, and it's 0-1 to start off. Reese Robinette, again, just his 3rd home run of the season. Down there, 8th in the order. His average now up to 283. Came into the College World Series batting 276.
Shores making his 20th appearance this season, his 10th in relief for the Tigers. Was dominating last week in the Super Regional against West Virginia.
0-1 the count to Robinette, the left-handed hitter. Shores, the right-hander, looks back to second, now fires to the plate. Just missed outside with another century-mark fastball, 1-1.
Robinette only started 7 league games for the Hogs this year. Not a full-time starter. Certainly big swing in this game for Arkansas.
One ball, one strike, one out, runner at second for the Razorbacks. Shores fires off speed, and it's fouled back into the screen. That'll get Chase ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Here we are, bottom of the 8th inning, a 4-1 LSU lead. Both the Razorbacks and Tigers playing here in Omaha for the first time. 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner at second. Shores fires, swing and a miss. 100 miles per hour. Louisiana buy you the bat of Reese Robinette. 2 gone.
It's one thing to throw it 100. It's another thing to throw it 100 with about 6 inches of arm side run, and that's what you saw from Chase Shores there. Started in the middle of the plate and just ran to the outside corner, and that's just more than Robinette's going to be able to handle.
So now at the bottom of the order, with 2 down and a runner at second, it'll be Justin Thomas Jr. Tonight, 0 for 2, batting 275 on the year. Righty on righty matchup with a runner at second. Shores delivers, and it's a fly ball to center. Stanfield coming in, puts on the brakes, and makes the play for out number 3. Off the bat, it looked like it could be trouble. Then you look up, Stanfield at full sprint coming in towards second base, but he put on the brakes, stopped on a dime, and delivers out number 3. 4-1 LSU leads. We head now to the top of the 9th inning. Tigers coming to the plate. Speaking of, it'll be Stanfield, Braswell, top of the order, Josh Pearson after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Live from the red carpet, where the stars shine bright. It's the moment we've been waiting for. First up, Perfection Pays. Play perfect tens from the lottery. Win up to $5,000. Next up, triple the fun. Triple the cash. Play triple play. Win up to $12,000. The glitter. The glamour. Play Fab 5. Top prize, $155,555. Play all 3 games today. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
the powerhouse, plays here. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball in the 2025 College World Series. Now, back to Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
4-1 our score. We start the ninth inning. Chris Stanfield leads it off for the Tigers. He's 1 for 3 tonight. First delivery from the left-handed freshman Cole Gibbler, a called strike. Off speed to make it 0-1. Stanfield had the RBI single in that big second inning when the Tigers took a 3-0 lead. Since then, popped up foul territory and is a strikeout victim. 0-1 pitch in on the hands, but Jeff Head said it caught the inside corner, so Stanfield behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. It'll be Stanfield followed by Braswell. And top of the order, Josh Pearson here in the top of the ninth inning. Good take by Stanny. That one low for ball 1. And the LSU bullpen still has activity down there, although Chase Shores brought his flamethrower from the right field bullpen there in the bottom of the 8th. There's a swing and a miss, and Stanfield on a couple of pitches down on strikes for the second time. There's one away here in the top of the ninth inning.
And watching that Gibbler slider in person, it makes sense why he's had so much success. It also validates just how great a swing that was from Derek Curiel a little bit earlier to drive in that all-important insurance run, because he looked bad on the first 2, just like the rest of the LSU team has looking at that to this point, and he drove it into left field for a huge hit.
Michael Braswell 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch trying to lay down a bunt with the bases loaded. Brought in a run back in the second inning. First delivery, Gibbler finds the zone, make it 0-1. Again, 1 out, nobody on. Braswell swings and misses. Again, that breaking ball gets by him, 0-2. This will be the 13th pitch for Cole Gibbler. It's popped up in the air. First base dugout side. Robinette gives it a look, but it finds the seats for a souvenir. And the count remains no balls and 2 strikes to Michael Braswell.
Looking ahead to the Arkansas night, the Hogs will need at least 3 in the ninth, and it'll be the top of their lineup: Davalon, Wahiba Aloy, and Logan Maxwell.
Gibbler's 0-2 pitch. Braswell stays alive, fouls it straight back into the top of the plate. Count remains 0-2.
Michael Braswell's biggest contribution to this ball game thus far, starting 2 big double plays early in the game to get Cade Anderson out of innings with runners on base. Been great on third base all year defensively for LSU.
Gibbler stares in. Freshman left-hander now comes set. And the 0-2. Out in front, foul ball towards the camera well. Third base side off the bat of Braswell. Still no balls, 2 strikes. You didn't like the hit-by-pitch bunt?
I forgot about that, and I did like it a lot. I loved it. I forgot about it. I did not forget about the double plays, which I also liked.
Just the way Coach Johnson and Brazzi drew it up. Again, 0-2 the count and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gibbler now retires the first 2 batters here in the top of the ninth by way of strikeout. His third out of the bullpen, and with 2 down, we'll see top of the order Josh Pearson.
You've watched these pitchers pitch all night, and you've seen Gackle and Anderson, and certainly Shores, and you feel like 97, 98 is a great fastball. Gibbler's got a great fastball at 91, 92 because the slider's so good, and you have to guard against that, and then he can sneak it by you, and he did it with Braswell right there.
Elevated that fastball right around 92 miles an hour. Now we'll see Pearson. First pitch, missed inside. And off speed from Gibbler to start him off, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Pearson tonight in the top of the order, 0 for 4. Did get a board on a fielder's choice that brought in a run back in the second inning. This pitch from Gibbler misses badly away. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Pearson has been struck out twice tonight, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 7th inning by Gabe Gackle.
Anthony Ianson sat down in the bullpen. Kason Evans now up and throwing.
4-1 our score. LSU out in front. 2-0 to Pearson. Jeff Head says that's enough for a strike to make it 2-1.
That's Ryder Helfrich behind the plate stealing one there. I think that was a little bit off the outside corner, and he just does such a good job receiving and framing pitches, presenting them to the umpire.
2-1 delivery. Upstairs and outside puts Josh Pearson in a hitter's count here. 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 down and nobody on.
Love to see Josh get on base here and give Fry a chance to swing.
Three-one delivery. Miss low, ball 4. So Pearson aboard for a second time tonight. A critical 2-out base on balls here in the top of the 9th. And just like Bill had asked for, Ethan Fry will come to the plate, but he will not face Cole Gibler. Dave Van Horn has already made a call to the bullpen. So another pitching change for the Razorbacks here in the top of the 9th inning, presented by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in the great state of Louisiana. It's a 4-1 LSU lead. 2 down. Tigers have a runner at first in Josh Pearson. And Ethan Fry will face the new Arkansas pitcher when we come back to Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Do you have both Medicare and Medicaid? With the People's Health Medicare Advantage Plan, you could get up to $280 per month to spend on utilities, healthy groceries, and over-the-counter items. $280 per month. Don't miss out on these extra benefits. Call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
The powerhouse in the 2025 College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 9th inning, 4-1. LSU leading Arkansas here in a battle of heavyweights in the College World Series. New pitcher Christian Fouch, a right-hander, takes over for the Razorbacks. Be the 4th pitcher of the day for Dave Van Horn. He'll face Ethan Fry, or rather it looks like Jake Brown going to pick up a bat and pinch hit here in the 2-hole. So Brown will come to the plate against the right-hander. They'll go to a left-handed hitter to take on Christian Fouch, with the Tigers certainly looking for more insurance here with a 3-run lead late.
Christian Fouch pitched well against LSU in the regular season. He is a fireballer. Great velocity on the fastball. He's 6'3", 240 pounds. He's a junior from Littleton, Colorado, making his 21st appearance of the year. He's thrown 21 2/3 innings with 30 strikeouts, giving up just a 184 opponent batting average. He has allowed 3 home runs on the year, but he can get it up there near the triple-digit mark.
So now with Pearson at first base, Jake Brown comes off the bench. He'll pinch hit in the 2-hole here for the Tigers. First pitch from Fouch missed outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Brown's got to gear up for the heater here. That's what you're going to see the majority of the time from Fouch. He will feature a slider, but the fastball is his best pitch, and he's the strongest arm on this Arkansas staff.
The 1-0 to Brown. That one going to miss a little up and inside. That'll make it 2-0 now.
97 on that fastball from Fouch.
This is the difference in SEC staffs at the top level and everybody else. 4th guy out of the bullpen, 97 with the heater.
2 balls, no strikes to the pinch hitter Jake Brown here in the top of the 9th. Runner at first, 2 down. Fouch fires. That's going to hit Jake Brown in the back of the leg. Second hit batter offered up by this Arkansas staff tonight. That'll put runners first and second. And we'll see Jarrett Jones come to the plate, but first a mound visit for Matt Hobbs, the pitching coach.
Not very comfortable. You stand in the dugout for 3 hours, you go grab a bat, stand in there, and take 97 off the wallet. That's the heck of a day.
Jake Brown's got the perfect temperament to handle that, of course. He's one of the funnier players in that locker room for LSU. Always ready with a good joke or a one-liner, Bill, as you well know.
Oh, yes, he is. One of the more entertaining players on this LSU club. Also one of the most athletic players. He's been described by Jay Johnson as a five-tool player. That mammoth home run he hit over the center field wall earlier in this tournament back at Alec Box Stadium was something to behold. And he's a guy who can give you so much with his power and his speed. Now he stands at first base, and Bear Jones now at the plate. An opportunity here to give LSU a big-time insurance run. It's been a rough night for Jones so far tonight, but he can redeem himself right here.
So the Bears stands in with 2 outs. Tigers have runners first and second here, top of the ninth, leading Arkansas 4-1. Fouch, first delivery. Missed outside for ball 1.
All right, Bear, get your front foot down, identify the fastball, and put your best swing of the night on it right here. Shoot a gap, hit it in the seats, hit it hard somewhere, but get that front foot down ready to hit.
Fouch comes set. Runners take their lead. Here's the pitch. Outside, missing ball 2. 2-0 the count to Jared Jones.
He can erase all 4 of those strikeouts with one swing right here.
Absolutely.
Four to 1 our score. LSU leading top of the ninth. Runners first and second, a 2-0 count to Jared Jones, and the pitch. Sent back foul on a fastball at 99 that Jones just missed. Straight back on a plane to the backstop. 2-1.
That was the one he wanted. It was belt high right down the chute, and he's just a little bit tardy on it, just a touch.
Here we go. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Again, you've got Pearson at second. Jake Brown, good wheels at first base with 2 out. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jones. Fouch comes set. The right-hander fires. Jones again fouls it back into the screen. That time a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and it will even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouch is beating his barrel to the strike zone with the fastball there. He's just not quite getting the head out enough to get to it and drive it. He's fouling those back. Now the slider does become an option here, and I honestly would be a little surprised if Fouch didn't throw it here. But when you've got 99, sometimes you just go with 99.
2 outs, 2 men on, a 2-2 count. Deuce is wild here at the Schwab. The pitch. Did he go? Home plate umpire Jeff Head. Did anybody appeal? No, he said he was down on strikes. That wasn't much of a call from Jeff Head, and Jared Jones looked surprised. I didn't see a punch out, but Jeff Head just stood there and waited for Helfrich to apply the tag. So the Tigers come up empty there in the top of the ninth. Somewhat anticlimactic. No runs. They leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's a 3-run LSU lead, 4-1. Come back with us after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas. Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner. Your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
Do you hear that? Alligator mating season in the Louisiana swamp.
Yeah, baby. There's just something about the scent of the magnolias and the sound of the swamp creatures all singing in sweet harmony that reminds me of...
The New Orleans medley from Acme Oyster House.
Red beans and rice with a piece of smoked sausage, jambalaya and gumbo.
Ooh, let's get out of this boat.
Acme Aromatherapy. Brought to you by Acme Oyster House.
Hey, should we start with fried alligator?
Too soon.
Is it?
Acme Oyster House. Life's more fun with seafood.
For the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your fours up, there's a number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up, deadly devotion goes the extra mile. For the number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up.
Coverage continues from Omaha in the College World Series. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the ninth inning. 4-1. LSU leading over Arkansas. And the Tigers make another pitching change as Kei Evans, the freshman right-hander, takes over. Third pitcher of the night for LSU. Evans will face the top of the order for Arkansas. Davallon, Aloy, and Maxwell. Try to find 3 outs here. Keep the Tigers in the winner's bracket here in the College World Series.
Of course, last time we saw Kei Evans was in the regional when he quite literally saved LSU's season by dominating Little Rock in that Monday contest. At one point struck 9 out in a row. Did not pitch in the Super Regional that LSU won in 2 games, so he should be fresh. We'll see if he's locked in against the top 3 in this Razorback order.
Davallon stands in. Righty on lefty, and the first delivery a called strike at the letters to make it 0-1. A 95-mile-an-hour fastball from the freshman Evans. Davallon 0 for 3 atop the order for Arkansas. A couple of ground outs and a fly ball out. This pitch missing outside to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Fastball came out of his hands really good on that first pitch. That was the slider, and he didn't execute that one quite as well. That's his best pitch, and the one he used to dominate Little Rock a couple of weeks ago.
The 1-1, a leadoff base hit to center field for Davallon. He has his first hit of the night, and the leadoff man aboard for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, that's the slider, and he didn't throw a good one 0-1. He did not throw a good one 1-1. That one hung up in the middle of the zone. Davallon's too good a hitter for that. Arkansas's got that leadoff base runner on. You knew at the top of this order, these last 3 outs are not going to come easy. Kei Evans has got to bear down, continue to throw strikes. Don't give him anything. His stuff's plenty good enough to finish this ball game.
So now with a runner at first, that will get Mahiva Aloy to the plate for the Razorbacks. Evans fires, and it's fouled back into the backstop to make it 0-1 to Aloy. He's reached base twice tonight. A walk in the first, a single in the fourth, left stranded, and he was caught looking in the 6th inning by Kate Anderson.
How about a 2-hopper right at Stephen Milam?
Evans, the 0-1. Off speed, missed up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He clearly just doesn't have the feel for the slider right now. It just takes 1 to get it, but fastball looks good. That's 3 straight breaking balls. Just haven't had the snap he's looking for.
Runner at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss. That time got the breaking ball tailing away from the right-handed hitter, and it gets Evans ahead 1-2.
That's the good one right there, just right under the barrel of an aggressive Aloy. If you can throw another one of those, I think they'll be in good shape.
Runner at first and the pitch. This low and away. Evens a count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mahiva Aloy. Aloy again batting .349, right up there near the top of the order for Coach Dave Van Horn. The pitch. Bouncer foul, third base side, jumps into the stands. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a hanger. Kaysen's fortunate that one was just fouled off and not driven somewhere. Caught a lot of the middle of the plate there to a dangerous hitter, and feels like he got one there.
The winner of this one will take on the Bruins of UCLA Monday night right back here at Schwab with a 6 p.m. first pitch. They defeated Murray State earlier today, and even though the Racers with a late rally came up short 6-4. The 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Kei Evans with the strikeout with a breaking ball. Aloy down on strikes, 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU.
Aloy's going to kick himself for missing that 2-2 pitch that hung in the middle of the plate, just fouled it off. That's the one you've got to get against a talented arm like Evans. Kaysen came back with a better slider that time. Out in front of it was Aloy. It's a huge first out there. Got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle.
Davallon again at first base. Now we'll see Logan Maxwell 0 for 3 tonight in the 3 spot. First pitch to the left-hander. Strike on the inside corner at the knees to make it 0-1. Starts him off with a breaking ball to get ahead.
Daniel Dickinson playing a long way away from second base with his heels on the outfield grass. Stephen Milam shaded a little bit towards the middle. A lot of holes on the left side of this LSU infield.
The 0-1. Little tapper to the mound. Evans comes off the mound, picks it up, throws to Jones, and Jones secures it at first. 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. On the little comebacker, Davalon does reach scoring position down at second base.
Pitchers can throw at 97 miles an hour right where they want to, but sometimes when they field a ball, the accuracy's not quite there. And Kaysen tugged that one a little bit to Jared Jones's backhand side, but Jones made an athletic play to stab it and get that out. The Tiger fans are on their feet down to my right, down the right field line. 1 out away here. Kaysen Evans toeing the slab, trying to get LSU into the winner's bracket.
So with 2 down, Ryder Helfrich to the plate, a right-handed hitter. Helfrich 0 for 3 in the cleanup spot. Runner at second, 2 down. Evans fires, swing and a miss. With a breaking ball, it's 0-1.
That's a good slider right there, 84 miles an hour, just tailing off the plate. Helfrich missed that one by about 1.5 feet.
Davalon takes his lead off of second. Evans looks that way. Now fires. The 0-1, a bouncer. Towards second base, Milam on the short hop, throws to first in time. Tigers win, Tigers win. A statement victory for LSU in their first game of the 2025 College World Series. They defeat Arkansas 4-1 on a Saturday night at the Schwab.
That's a sensational Arkansas offense. It's a sensational ace in Zach Root. Gabe Gackles as talented as any reliever in the country, and LSU stared him right down with Kada Anderson on the mound and just beat him. Absolutely beat him. A massive win for this LSU team to move into the winner's bracket, and a sensational performance by this team tonight on the biggest stage.
Tigers 4-1 against the Razorbacks here in 2025. But LSU now 4-0 all-time in College World Series matchups. LSU takes a huge leap forward in Game 1 of the College World Series with a 4-1 victory over the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Back with more after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Walk-Ons is always a win. Whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner, we got it covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into our mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp. Plus, fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
Elevate your game day spirit with Sugarfield Spirits, the official vodka of LSU Athletics. When crafting the perfect mixed drink, our vodka's the winning choice that'll have your taste buds cheering for more. Sugarfield Spirits, where the spirit of the Tigers meets exceptional locally made vodka. See our winning lineup at sugarfieldspirits.com or visit us at our tasting room in Gonzales.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you.